What people fear most, what they try to ignore,
Death?
that is what I am.
You're... What? Something people fear the most, try to ignore what I am. What do people fear the most? Taxes! Yep. I understand. I'm gonna do the whole world a solid.
We know that already.
Yeah, everyone does.
Yeah, how do y'all know? Y'all don't do taxes, yeah?
It's the one certainty for all living things.
It is! Oh no! It's all lighting up because I always say, whenever I'm cutting some sort of weird promo, I'm like, there are 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and then some other third thing, whatever fits the bill. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I need just a second. Because when things like align like that, my mind goes into a like, the stars have all aligned moment, and that's what this was. Let me talk to you. Let me lay out the story of me coming into this episode. First of all, it's early in the week. Good day, good people. Another fine day in the year of the Radiance. Toonlink Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly, the Animal Cars, and I know you might be saying, Avi, why did your voice sound so somber? Let me tell you a tale of me grinding here. This is, I think, the team that we're going to bring to the final boss, because they're doing some pretty good work. We have Obi, Aegis, Akihiko, and Yukari. I fought the Reaper. I did. And I won. It was a long fight, but it was doable. We managed. We didn't have too much problems. He used up every single one of my little sacrifice homies, but we still beat him, and it was fine. It was a-okay. So I went over to the Velvet Room to finish that quest and realized I never accepted it, so I didn't get the item that the Reaper drops when you accept that quest. Okay, alright, that's out of the way. Let's get to your comments. I'm not fighting the Reaper again. Not without those little sacrifice homies. And I could just open an old save file, but at this point I've gotten a significant amount of levels on everybody before doing that fight. And I don't think I saved right before that fight, so that's where we are right now, unfortunately. Let me read your comments. That sincerely hurt me when when I figured that out. When I went to the Velvet Room, I'm glad I wasn't recording because there was such a defeated look. I set the controller down and I walked away. I walked away. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna need a second. I take solace in saying that I did indeed beat the Reaper. And you know what? It was not really that bad of a fight. It was just long, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll record at the end. And then by the time it was the end, I was like, oh, whatever. You know who's great, though? Obi. And we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to your comments first. Because we might be finishing the game today. We might be. I doubt that we're going to do these, because it's going to take a whole bunch of grinding. Maybe we'll come back to do it. I almost feel like this is maybe a New Game Plus. I don't know what New Game Plus entails in terms of what carries over, but I feel like this would be easier and more focused on a New Game Plus. That being said, the Reaper one still stings. It stings me, let me tell you. We'll start with Sharmila. I can't wait to see Mitsuru's fiance getting beaten up. It sure enough happened. By the way, AV, for your information, in Persona 3 Reload, there won't be the female main character story. I know that is true. Hold on, AV. When did you finish the Nixline Annihilation Team Confidant? What? So that Confidant essentially... Here. That Confidant is essentially the entire 6 block. You see how there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little checkpoints here? For each one of those, there's a boss. During each one of the bosses, you will upgrade essentially one before the boss and one after the boss to that confidant rank. And then it happens there. And they're not called confidants here, they're just called social links. So you get 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. I think 1 here, and then 1 when you reach the very top is how it worked. Since it was essentially me just grinding through more mini bosses, I didn't feel the need to record it. But that's how it goes. It's pretty cut and dry. Let me see. I'm going to assume Yukari knows how to cook food. Fair enough. I don't know if that's fair, actually. I don't know if she does. Wait, Taru Kiyoshi has a cousin all this time? Apparently so. Well, Chidori's doctor looks like a cool lad. He has a cool ponytail too. A lot of you commented on Chidori's doctor, and I don't know why. I didn't really pay attention to him, but you know what? He did seem like a cool guy. Career counseling, why didn't we have that in Persona 4 and Persona 5? Jessica, I think, puts a pretty decent explanation for that. Congratulations, Ave, you have to be the first person to get 4 million yen in any Persona game. That is completely untrue, because you know what the reward for the Reaper is? It's 5 million yen, and I'm angry. Y'all don't know how mad I am. Really not that mad, I'm kind of just laughing at myself, because I was like, in my mind, I think I said to myself, make sure you accept this before you actually fight the Reaper. Sure enough, did not. And I'm upset with myself. I really am. Anyway, I can't wait to see Yukari's love for me. Interesting. And let me see, it would be a miracle rather if we were able to complete Aigis' Confidant. I think we have a really good chance, I'm not sure though. Anthony Sub said Mitsuru's punishment time, and the game said that the Kiyoshi family tree expands, and Mitsuru's anger at her fiance, OMG, she was about to execute that man. That is so true. That is beyond true, and I was here for it. She should have. Jessica, Aigis' social link is meant to feel special because of how much she and Makoto, I'm sorry, not Makoto, Minato, you mean Obi, care about each other for one reason or another. It wasn't in the original game, which is kind of strange to me. Her social link was added in FES, and since a Famitsu interview with the developers for the remake said that the added story content from FES won't be included, fans believe her link will still be in Reload. Priestess. Is the second full moon shadow in Arcana 2, Arcana 1, the magician destroyed by death in Obi's awakening cutscene? Yes. Right. Oh yeah, since you maxed out Judgment, let's talk about Messiah. Even though he's the max Judgment persona, he is 100% Minato's ultimate persona. If you get him to level 90, you can create Messiah by fusing Orpheus and Thanatos, which is honestly really easy. However, this can only be done if you've maxed out Judgment, even on New Game Plus. Otherwise, you get Hanuman from that fusion. With the Legacy DLC in Persona 5, trying to fuse Orpheus and Thanatos will result in Hanuman, which is interesting. Minato decided that a fusion of these two personas would create Messiah, in reality bent to his whim, such as his true power. That's crazy. We're not gonna get him to level 90, but that's kind of hype. Aigis is so precious and adorable. Hecate is the Greek goddess of magic. And also On's tier 2 persona. Yes, I do. I remember that. I was like, where do I recognize that name? And then I was like, oh yeah. Let me see. Koro-chan, you do care. You're dang right. The game tells you that Koromaru's owner was killed by a car, but that must have been the memory revision. Koromaru doesn't have a resolution because it already made the resolution when he failed to protect his owner. You hate to see it. Aigis doesn't have rockets yet. She gets some in Arena. Awesome. That's really awesome. This scene is controversial in the fandom. Personally, I like it. It makes sense that Chidori's power, or with Chidori's power, and I don't think it messes up Junpei's character motivation. Yes, we're good on the audio. I like everything. It isn't like everything's perfect for them. This Chidori rather is likely different from the Chidori Junpei knows. They'll have to get to know each other all over again, which is what Persona 5 Royals, you know who, should have done with the woman that he loved. Wholly and sincerely agree. Let's see. Police Station has more stuff available based on Minato's level. Recommend you go there one more time after your last Tartarus run, which is this one. The game is about moving towards the future despite the inevitability of death, and this is the explanation that I liked. That's why we have career counseling in this game in particular. It gives the players a small opportunity to really think about Minato's future and what he wants in life and how he grew from an apathetic loner to a selfless, considerate leader. It shows how he never stopped thinking of the future until the very end. I think that was really good. I like that a lot. I like that explanation. If you don't get Aigis to rank 10, just think of the final scene of the game as her rank 10. Ghostly Whale insta-kills anyone inflicted with fear. Hate that. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Megiddo's skill line is 100% magic attacks. For some reason, I thought they were like on like their own separate different branch, but that makes sense. And for the final party member, I'm using Junpei because he has high counter and Spring of Life. Mitsuru might be good for Mind Charge and Bufudine and Skill Drain and more heals. I'd advise against going Yukari's purely because she and Aigis are both weak to electric. So I am going to use the both of them, and I think that's only because I have coverage for electric via the via her item, because I gave her the lightning gloves, and she just nullifies electric. So now she just has nullified. She has no weaknesses now, which is dope. I could have given that to Aigis, but she's kind of been okay with Eye of Thunder. She's been very good at evading whenever we have lightning-based enemies, so I think that's just gonna work for now. And that's your comment. Thank you for it. We will keep on keeping on. To Sonic Gaming, Mitsuru is so powerful that when she wants to, she can't stop the music playing on her command. Oi, the doctor. Who put these bowl of onions in the patient's room? It was a good scene, man. It was beautiful. Goda, everyone else crying over Chidori Obi. So Mitsuru, you want to go on a date after this? Apparently she didn't. But we got her ranked 10, so it's all good. Pi says, Extreme Paimon Phobia. After a while of binging, I finally caught up. Welcome to the present. It's almost the end. Memento Mori. Now, why does Chidori's doctor look like a more masculine Maruki? A little bit. After that hospital scene, I think I can safely say Junpei is my favorite male Persona character of all time. And I think I talked about this a little bit, how I really love I really love Skull, I really love Yosuke, and I really love Junpei. How they're all freaking knuckleheads, but when they're in their moment, when they're like truly like showing their heart, they say some good stuff, and I'm like, oh man. Yosuke a little bit, I think the least out of the three, but when I think Skull the most out of the three. Maybe Junpei. It might be close between Skull and Junpei. I think Junpei, surprisingly enough, might be the most mature of the three. Let me see. Tell me why Chidori is saying, "Who are you?" Junpei reminds me of Raiden's voice line about Ito, just saying "who" in a sullen voice. That's such a good voice line. About Ito, who? Junpei x Chidori is amazing. I love it so much, and every time I see Miss Toriumi, I keep thinking that she looks like an adult version of Yukari. And you know what? I don't think that's entirely inaccurate. I don't think it is. And lastly, we have our homie, who says, good old K, who I think was Ken, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's right, but I might be wrong. I think I can, no, I can't. YouTube sucks, but it does sometimes. I think the main difference between Persona 3 cast and the others in similar games, other Personas, are based on, and other urban fantasy writers of this type, is how soon their normal is thrown out of the window. That is a very good point. I remember reading this, and it wasn't too long ago, because at this point it was only posted a couple of hours ago, because this was being recorded really early in the week, so that I have time just in case I need to, like, do any more grinding later in this week. But, that's a really good point, because our normal was thrown out of the window immediately. We arrived and it was like, oh, well, there's the dark hour. Sure, they still have school and stuff, but from the start, it's very clear they're in very real danger. So it isn't much of a surprise when the final boss is revealed. It almost feels as if been a slow build-up all along. Correct. Oh, and about the two Susanos, which was actually very good. I remember reading this. It uses Orpheus because it has a male and female Orpheus are coded as two separate personas. It has two recipes, one for each variant. That makes sense, and I like that I like that explanation because it satisfies me in a coding, just on a coding front. But thank you for the comments. I don't know if this is going to be the last episode, but it very well might be, because we're about to leave Tartarus. Tartarus, it's been real. It's the 28th, so we're probably going to attempt the final boss at least one time here. And at this point, I think if I need to reload the save file, I'm just going to reload and we're gonna go back. All right, I guess look. We're really hoping here that you are ready to go. Obi-san, I want to be by your side. Eyes looking directly into your eyes. Since you have Uriel, that reminds me of freaking Muriel from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Muriel! Courage. Yeah, I'd like to spend some time with Aigis. Absolutely, accept. Thank you very much. Shall we go? Okay, please. The rooftop, please. Isn't it interesting how the sunlight on a clear winter day seems stronger than it does in the summer? Perhaps it's because the sun is lower in the sky, and you don't have to look up to see it. I've gotten used to this view, but it's never exactly the same. The same could be said of one's daily routine, or of life itself. The fated day is almost here. January 31st. I've definitely noticed you're right. I come here in order to think. I can't let this end. I must protect it. Thoughts like that. Aigis is smiling. Since last time, I have calmed myself by thinking things through. I thought about the old lady and Muley-san, as well as Kiyoshi-san. I wonder if Muley-san was alone until the moment of her death. Someplace no one could find her. I think the old lady wanted to be there for her at the end. To live means to be connected to other people, but life is finite. And farewells are inevitable. It's sad to consider, but you and I must part one day as well. And then, I'll never be able to see you again. There's so much in this life that cannot be understood. It's filled with pain. You meet others, forge relationships, and spend time with them. Then they are gone, leaving you behind. Leaving you alone. When I consider that, I can no longer hold back my feelings. But now I understand. That's just how it is. No two viewings are alike. No 2 days are alike. It is natural for everything to disappear, return, and remain in a constant state of change. Life is finite and ephemeral. That is precisely why it makes it precious to us, showing it that we shouldn't waste it. It's a miracle for any two like-minded people to meet within the constant chaotic flux. That's why forging bonds and relationships is a source of happiness. That is the root cause of the joys of being alive. It's not a cold, but a warm kind of sorrow, shining more brightly as a result of its limits. If I think of it that way, there's no time to falter or hesitate. I need to tell you. Even if my wishes are unfulfilled, I have to share my true feelings. You feel Aigis' strong resolve. Obi-san, I love you. Aigis looks embarrassed. I know that I'm a machine. I know that I can't be touched. But I don't know why. All I can see or think about is you, Obi-san. I love you so much that I feel I may break down somehow. Please don't break down before the 31st. Obi-san. You sense Aigis' strong affection towards you. Oh, felt like a rank 10 to me, but I guess not. We got one more day. Oh no. Uh-oh. You hugged Aigis as she trembled. Oh no. She shook you off. I'm sorry. I can't think of anything to say. I wonder if something really has broken inside of me. I feel so happy. We should go back. I'll go ahead. I can't look at you now. See you later. Bye. Bye, I guess. About a quarter of the way through this, I was like, this is gonna be a real heart-wrencher. The weather's still cold and the world's still ending. How are you feeling? There are only 2 days left, so you should rest if you need to. I don't want you to get sick now. Spring will be here soon. We're gonna go and shop, and we are absolutely going to get a whole bunch more of the... Because I'm certain there is zero doubt in my mind that we're gonna need more of those thingamadoodles. I don't know how many I can trade for, but even a couple might save us in the end. These homunculuses. I never knew what they were. We can just make 2 of them. Oh. Yeah. If anything, we need those 2. What else do we got? This. Protection. What does that do? Briefly raises the... Okay, we don't need that. Medium that. That's not bad. Guaranteed escape. Grows really hairy. I think that's cute. Cadenza the Jack Brothers. A highlight. Ooh. I don't hate that. Frolic. Summer. Okay. Combines all. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, I kind of like that. We have 99 Malachite? Goodness gracious. Shadowhound. Heavy strike damage. Who knows? Trickster. Random ailments on all foes. I mean, I do kind of like that. I do kind of like that. Invulnerability for what? We can make 2 of those. That might be useful at some point. Massive dot fire damage to everybody. Last Judge Almighty. Deals, what the heck? Deals ultimate damage to all foes. Armageddon. I have just enough for it. It costs 99 of the... I wish I knew. So like it's going in order of like big like this is severe to everybody, and that's like a big move, but that's still only 10 and 1. This is 99 and 10. I almost feel like I should get this like as a just in case, as a final gambit. We have no more of that, which is, I mean, we have some other stuff that we could still get. Hold on, wait. So maybe that isn't as good as I think it is. Because I mean, we can't get our invulnerability for 1 turn twice, can we anymore? No. Valhalla. Man. I don't know if that was a good decision or not. I really don't. Yeah, I really don't know. Well, we're here. We can't do any weapons. I think Jessica mentioned that they usually take a couple of days to produce, so we won't have a couple of days left in this game. That being said, we can get some of these to beef up some of our personas, so we might as well... that's just a bunch of luck and strength. I think we really still want more... Don't hate those. Oh, wait a minute. Is there anything that is like... I'm hoping there's like something that's... Oh, but we need Sapphire, and I have no Sapphire. Spellmaster. These 2 are really nice, actually. I like those. I was hoping there was like a resist dark or resist light, because I was like, if there's anything that just blocks... I guess I could look for a persona that... I don't think there's... I'm not going to say I don't think there's any persona that blocks both darkness and light. But I'm going to take a peek to see if I have anything like that, because that might just be good to bring to the final battle, because that's the thing I'm worried about the most, is that all of a sudden we'll just have a bunch of these attacks that are just like, oh, darkness attack and murder everybody. That's what I'm afraid of. Let's make a couple of these. Just because we can. Get somebody's magic up quite a bit. I think I want someone's endurance up a lot too. And I'm making these just in case we actually just go and get another like good persona up in here. I think we're gonna keep Thor no matter what. I don't think agility is really all that important, to be honest. I guess it kind of is in the sense that, like, oh my gosh, we need to make sure we're moving before the boss. And we're gonna stick with this for a little bit. I think magic's gonna be most important come this boss fight. So yeah, let's take those, and if we need to beef anybody up, we'll do that. We shouldn't need anything from you, or... We didn't save anybody, but I do need to come to the police station to see if you have any new items. Doesn't look like it, right? Yeah, because we already have that. Yeah, looks like no new items. I didn't check armor. I think I was gonna say we got one of these from the place. Oh, this is different though. This is better for her. I also need to pay attention to the shoes. I don't think we've done anything with the shoes, honestly. That's good for Aegis. Oh, she gets colorful armor. That's neat. I do want more evasion, actually. That's much better. I have not paid attention to shoes for the longest time. Evade electric, you really don't need that, so go ahead and take this. Thank you very much. What kind of shoes do we have on? Some 90s? We'll take these. Thank you. And then lastly, since we're bringing... I guess we got her set. We're bringing Akihiko, we got him set. We're technically bringing Yukari, so let's get her set. She's got these ones. Is she weak to electric? I think she might be. But she doesn't need that anymore because she's nullifying electric. So yeah, just get her a little bit more evasion. That's fine. I feel okay about all of that. You don't really sell any good anything here, to my knowledge. All this stuff has always been kind of suckish, but I will take a peek just in case. Increases dodge. Increases ice damage by a large amount. I don't really think we need any of those. Low chance. Low revival chance for light-induced death. I don't hate that, because we got the both of those. Ugh. I did say I was afraid of those, didn't I? Ugh. Made out of expensive... Okay, who cares about that? Yeah, and then we're right back at the top. Yeah, I think we're set in terms of what we have on us. And I'm not sure if it's gonna be, like, the worst battle of all time, but I think we might be okay. I think we might be okay. Might. Tonight I want to sleep. Because the last thing we need is to get sick. So go to the dorm. Because I assume this isn't going to just be a one and done, to be honest. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And we'll save it in a new slot. Thank you very much. It's our last days. What do you guys have to say? This is going to be the last battle, huh? Alright, Obi, let's go to Tartarus. No, we're not. We just came back. I'm tired, dummy. My father couldn't stop the experiment from happening. When I close my eyes, I see his sad face, just like in that video. I gotta get rid of the dark hour and return a smile to his face, rather. Put a smile on your face. Make that. This is the last day that I can actually walk Koromaru. Dang consarned it. I think we have to do that. Oh, right, the TV. Every channel is showing news related to the cult. Well, I mean, that's not surprising. You want to do the thing? Let's do it, my guy. Everyone is playing on the jungle gym, on the slide, on the benches. What, really? They're all talking and laughing with useful spirits. Okay. Everyone's here. Huh? Clothes shopping with me? Shh, not so loud. Oh, that sounds great. Let's go together next time, Mitsuru-senpai. Go right, Fuka. Run around to the right. Okay, huh? That's left. I mean my right. Why don't you just climb the jungle gym? Oh, well, I'm not going down the slide head first. My clothes will get all dirty. When I was your age, we used to have competition to see who could slide down in the funnest way. Like how? Oh no, Akihiko-san, please don't take your shirt off. I was born for this. I love this. Pa. Woof. Pa is the command given to ask the dog to put out his paw then. Woof. I see. The day of the final battle draws near. Everyone is having fun as if trying to make the most of this moment. You spent a pleasant evening with them. Koromaru, you didn't find any of the things? Oh gosh, darn, I gotta sleep tonight. I 100% have to sleep tonight. Is there anything else I need to do? Because this is the final day. Tomorrow is it. Tomorrow's it. I should not have saved over the 29th, but here we are. We're hanging out with Aegis today, 100%. But is there anything else that I need to do other than that? To those who I've dated before, this may be the last time you see me. I guess, do we have the day of Sunday to do anything? Probably not. I would say no. That's the PA room. Downstairs is something else. No, I think we're just set. I think we just... Let's just chuck it. Let's just run it. Aigis, please. Please, Aigis. Oh, Obi-san. Do you have time later today? There's something I would like to tell you. I'm not sure if I can explain it very well, but... Aigis is blushing slightly. Please. Please. Accept. Please. We did it! Oh, we did it! On the final day. We made it. Y'all, I was so concerned. I was so concerned. I was like, we're not gonna get her, are we? She's gonna say like, oh, let me, let's hang out and not advance my social link. I would like to show you my room. I would like you to see how I live and, you decided to go to Aigis' room. Oh! Well, I suppose this makes sense. I don't know what I expected, honestly.
Oh, please don't worry.
You know, I'm a little bit worried.
The shells on the floor are only blanks. There is no gunpowder in them.
Okay.
So, what do you think of my room? Are you surprised?
Yeah, I was, but then I said I don't know what I expected,
To
honestly.
be honest, I was hesitant to invite you here. I have no heartwarming or pleasant decorations.
We could fix that.
It's hard to believe that I once thought this room was normal.
I'm glad you don't think it's normal now. Aigis looks embarrassed.
That's why I wanted to show it to you. As you can see from the decor, I'm a machine.
Okay.
I'm not like human women, such as Yukari-san or Mitsuru-san.
Don't say Mitsuru's name too loud. She's not gonna like what she's seeing right now.
That used to make me sad. But I figured something out.
Was it Blue's Clues?
There's something only I can say, 'cause I'm unable to die.
What is that? What is it?
I will never leave you.
You know, that's a little bit creepy, but we're here for it.
No
Obi's
matter
here for it.
how or when your life comes to an end, at that moment, I will be at your side.
Okay.
You will remain in my heart.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Will you accept this?
Yeah, of course. What is it? She gave me something. I hope it's an empty, an empty rocket launcher shell. Charged screw.
It is one of the parts that had to be replaced after I collapsed at the Moonlight Bridge. I asked Mitsuru-san to have it sent here. I have changed since then.
You certainly have.
I'm not afraid, and I won't give up. I'll get back on my feet as many times as it takes.
That's the John Cena way.
I'll fight by your side and protect you.
And I will acknowledge you.
This is the proof. I wanted you to hold on to it.
Absolutely.
It's a part of me.
I mean, I suppose it was. Also, let me... I hate to throw off the groove there. There you go.
If to live means to spend time with people you've forged relationships with, then I want my relationship with you to be the strongest of all.
Oh.
My connection to you is my reason for living. The thing that's most precious to me is to be at your side.
Aigis has an innocent smile upon her face. You sense a strong bond with Aigis. I love that. And I didn't think we were gonna do it, but somehow, someway we made it. We maxed out Aigis. I am notably shocked. But that means, oh, I thought it said Megatron for a second. You can now craft Megatron. That would have been hype. What a crossover. Metatron, attendant to the infinite. Infinite.
I
Did I pronounce finite as
actually
finite
have
before?
one more favor to ask.
This is the struggle of reading things aloud as a content creator. You're gonna say something wrong, and then you have to roll with it and hope that nobody pays it any mind. And then, like 2 minutes later, you'll be like, "Did I say finite instead of finite?"
At the base of my neck, behind the knot of the ribbon, my most important component is located there.
Yeah, your heart.
The source of the artificial psyche that makes me who I am.
Oh, it's your AI?
My emotional engine. The Papillon heart.
The Papillon heart.
It's extremely delicate, so I am forbidden to expose it outside of the laboratory's clean room. I want you to touch it.
No. I might literally mess you up, and this is a day before we have to fight death. No!
If exposed to your skin oils and cells, your genetic information will most likely be burnt into it.
And you might short circuit. A day before we have to fight death. No!
Even so, I want you to do this. I want to leave indelible proof in this body of the understanding that you and I have reached.
Ma'am?
Not as a memory that can be erased, but as something permanent. Something irrevocable.
No! Ike's is staring at you intently. Here, we'll just hold hands. We'll just hold hands. This is fine.
I'm so happy. Well then.
Uh-huh. Ike is slowly laid down on the floor. Is this... Are we...
Oh, since you'll be coming into direct contact with my heart...
Are we performing open heart surgery?
I apologize in advance if I say something odd, or make unusual noises.
Oh, this is an open heart surgery. Don't tell Lizzie.
As a precaution, I will cut off motor functions to my arms and legs.
Ike seems embarrassed.
Well then,
Do we have to do this, Ike?
will you untie my ribbon?
I guess we fight death in a day. Can this wait until February 1st? Well, I guess memento mori. You spent a long time with Igus touching her heart and stuff.
Get any studying done?
Oh, no, tonight? I sure didn't, Ken. Tomorrow, the promised day. It's been 10 years since death has awakened. Once we enter Tartarus tomorrow, we won't be able to leave. In all red letters. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Well, I guess I'm ready. I'm gonna be. I'll tell you. I'm glad we got your rank 10. I'm glad we touched your heart. I'm glad I'm pretty sure that was equivalent to doing the do-do with the robot. And you know what? I'm going to sleep after it. Because we absolutely have to walk into this fight in perfect health. Today is the promised day. Oh, hey, everybody, it's the promised day. Here comes the promised day. Here comes the promised day. Here comes the promise. I think we can actually move the camera over here, up and over a little bit. Because there's like a small little chunk of existence at the top there. So let's pop me here-ish. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Do a little fade, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit more in the corner. Huh. At last, you can confront Nyx at the top of Tartarus. You suspect once you enter Tartarus tonight, you won't be able to leave until the battle's over. Okay, oh, I guess I'll go. Oh no, we have a day to get through actually. And since we have a day to get through, I'm going downstairs and I'm immediately saving. Nobody's here. Where is everybody? Probably spending what could be their final day on the planet. Doing something. Let's go upstairs and see if they're hanging upstairs or something. Maybe they're all in like the meeting room. Hey, y'all in here? Nah, everybody's out. Okay. I guess I'll spend my day doing something. Here, let's... I wonder if they're all, like, about town. Nope. Can I spend the day during karaoke? How unfortunate. I can't even spend my last day doing karaoke. My final days, and I can't do the thing that I love the most. Oh, how unfortunate. The strip mall. Do we hang with a Mamoru on our final day? No, I think there's better ways to spend our final day. Cat, how are you doing? How's the cat doing? What'd the cat do? This cat has been acting weird. He keeps staring into space. I don't understand. Mom is going to agree with me and Dad pretty soon. Today, when Dad comes home, I'm going to beg him. Oh, they're gonna take the cat in? Oh, I hope so. I hope that's something we learn on like the last day. The cat is owned by that kid. Maybe we could just watch a movie on the last day, you know? That'd be kind of hype. What movie is this? What's showing? Sold out! Oh, boo! Boo! How unfortunate. We go to the shrine. Can I hang out with the old couple on this last day? It's not a Monday, so they should be open. The old man inside the store seems to be doing well. You're glad that you were able to rescue him. Oh. Oh. Would you like to spend your lunch at the bookstore? On our final day, we spend it with two of my favorite people. Absolutely. Oh, don't you think so too, Obi-chan? My dear. You spent your time on the final day with some old hoots. Love them. It's getting late. He decided to go back to the dorm. Hey, how do you guys spend your final days? Everyone is gathered with solemn looks on their faces.
Alright. This'll probably be the last time we meet like this.
Either we win or we die.
Is everyone ready?
Can I say something?
Sure.
I know that we have to defeat Nyx.
That's true.
But if you think about it, that means we'll be getting rid of the Dark Hour.
That's also true.
Ryoji-kun said before that if he dies, our memories will disappear too. So if we defeat Nyx, we might not remember any of this.
I didn't think about that.
Our memories.
Can you guys, like, write things down in a notebook? Just because you won't remember things doesn't mean that reality itself will shift, right? Correct?
True. Our memories regarding the Dark Hour and our personas.
Just like create a video log or even just write it down in a notebook and everybody sign it.
They may disappear.
But even if that happens, I want you all to know, I won't forget you.
I mean, you might.
Even if it robs us of all of our memories together, I will still remember you all.
We know you will, Yuka-tan.
I won't forget you either.
Love it.
Neither will I.
Neither will I. Kim Power.
I will not forget you, Yukari-san.
Don't worry. Even if you do forget about us, I'll remind you.
Because I'm not going to forget.
Yeah, so don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay.
All right.
Then after the battle, no matter what happens, let's promise to meet each other again.
Sounds like a plan.
Good idea. But where should we meet?
Moonlight Bridge, of
I
course.
don't think it should be the dorm. We'll come back here anyways if all goes well.
Right?
Hey, shouldn't we also decide on when we'll meet?
Yeah, it should be a special day.
What about graduation day?
Oh, so maybe we actually will kind of lose our memories.
When the Dark Hour vanishes, our memories might not disappear right away. So we shouldn't plan to meet too soon after the battle.
Okay.
And there's no day that will have more significance to us all. Wow, you're really smart, Yukari-san. Graduation day. Yes, that will be easy to remember.
Yeah, because Mitsuru and Akihiko graduate.
Yeah, that's probably our best bet. Graduation day it is.
But where?
Now, where should we meet?
Moonlight
It
Bridge.
should be somewhere where it's easy to recognize that peace has returned to the city.
Moonlight Bridge.
Someplace with a good view then?
Moonlight Bridge.
Oh, how about the school's roof?
Never mind.
Huh, good idea. All right, the roof it is.
And when we meet again,
I wanted Moonlight Bridge.
We should remember how we're feeling right now.
How do we feel?
That no matter what may happen, we will never look back.
I agree.
Koromaru.
Sorry, but you'll just have to wait.
Cole.
All right then, let's get going.
I'm with you. You can count on me. Let's do this like always. No, I'm with you.
Yeah!
Unity.
Together.
Unity.
I will do my best.
With all my heart to fly with dragons in a land apart.
Good, because I'm counting on you. This is going to be easy.
Yes, it is.
Alright. So are these actually just talking points, or do I have to set up my party? It all ends tonight, but don't worry, I know we'll win. Shinju will be fighting with us tonight. You better. Shiori gave me this life, and I'm not gonna let it end today. Love that. I'm gonna beat the hell out of Nyx. And Koromaru. Bark, bark! Truer words have never been spoken, little bud. I want everyone to live. I want to live too. That's what I'm going to fight for. Ken. I must end the dark hour for my mother, Shinjiro-san, and me. I will fight with my all rather. It's not for revenge, it's so we can all live. Good. He's learning. I guess he was a little dork kid. My dad delayed the fall until now so he could pass me the baton. But I'm going to run with it to the very end. Yeah, dang right you are. Fuga? If the world ends, our bonds of friendship will disappear. I don't want that to happen. I want to strengthen our bonds, so I can't let the world end today. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, I wondered, can you view these things? You're not alone in the room, so you shouldn't watch the videos. Fair. Actually, fair enough. Like, hey Yukari, check out you in a maid outfit. You what? I wasn't able to save my father, but his dreams live on inside of me. I'll make sure they come true. Alright, let's get going. Okay. There's no turning back this time. Was there a chance to save in this room? I did not look. Are you ready? I'm not ready yet. I mean, if there's no chance to save it in here, then yeah, I guess I'm ready. Alright, let's go. Once I leave... Oh, we can save in Tartarus, that's fine. The final midnight. Yeah, I guess we're ending it today. Yep, don't mind if I do save. Don't mind if I do. Alright, let's do this. First, I'm gonna head in here. Is there any persona here that is... I don't like that I can't, like, preview these personas to see what they're strong and weak to. I can with, I guess, one of these. At this point, I shouldn't be really crafting anything that's, like, below. I don't think I can really get too many fancy fusions. Yeah, see, you repel dark, but you are weak to... No, you repel light, but you're weak to dark. I want something that's like... I guess before I do any of that... Yeah, register all of them. Thank you. Let's go back to fuse. Let's go with a triangle. Let's go with these bottom two. There's a little 70. That one just nullifies light, which I don't hate. You're also what? A windy homie and you get some of that. That's not the worst. I don't really use these two, so I'm not really opposed to that specifically. Plus it gets a whole bunch of extra levels. Let me do Raphael and you to get this devil one. Oh, I wholly remember you, weak to light. I just want things that are... I want to see if I can craft or do anything. Hellbiker. Nice. We already know. 2 ways to craft Abaddon here. Let's start with, since we technically don't really need this, even though that is a good persona. We can always just grab it again because we're rich, filthy rich. There's Mott. It's pretty cool. Let me see. I think we might just wing it at this point. Because I think these 4 personas give me almost everything that I need. They don't have, like, any real aversion to... Oh, you're strong against Dark, which is... And you're Nullify... So I might have to, like, flip-flop between these two a little bit. Can y'all together... Y'all can't craft anything great for me? I feel like at that point I would just have to look up what has both resistance to this and this, but it is what it is. That being said, I didn't mind having this one. Because it has so much nullification, it's only weak to Pierce. I don't hate that, honestly. And I don't use any of you 3, right? No, absolutely not, and absolutely not. Yeah, I'm okay crafting one of these. And it's gonna technically be my highest ranking persona, or level rather. Not gonna be the highest in any of the other categories, but we'll see. So you can take 4 things. I would take those 4. High counter is always nice. Power charge, I don't really need. Deathbound. I mean, your strength isn't really that good. I'll be frank, I'm gonna null charm. If Nyx can charm us, that's the last thing I want to happen. For real, for real. The last thing I want to happen is for Nyx to charm us, and then, like, good things happen for Nyx. Like, we accidentally heal Nyx, and I'm like, oh my gosh, team, come on. I am Superna! Suparna. That's a big old bird. With a nice little hat. I think I've had this in a previous Persona game. Alright, yeah, that's excellent. So, I assume in, like, level 75, probably, you'll get... Oh, 74. We might get lucky and get Mafu Budine. I think we do. We sure enough do. So you got fire... I'm sorry, not fire. You got wind and ice, which is not bad. You also get that? Oh, you actually don't get that last one, but you get to level 75, which is great. Which is awesome. What can we craft from you? Anything else that's, like, really good? No, 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 no. Gabriel. I kind of like Gabriel, but I think yeah, we don't really need... Yeah, we don't really need Gabriel. Oh, well, hold on. Repel Dark. So you would have Light, and you would have Repel Dark. Oh, but that's a skill card you would get at level 76, and you know what? I'm not really here to get you all the way there. You would get to, like, probably level 74. Who would we be getting rid of here? Once again, don't use you. Don't use you. At this point, we might as well just craft some things that we may potentially use in a pinch. Like, we won't be using this attack, but we might be using this ice. That might be okay. And then we have heavy ice to everybody, which I don't think we're going to use either, but I mean, like, sure. Like, if we do this... We can also still take this. You would have ice, you wouldn't need wind amp. Null charm. I'm pretty sure once I craft them, they automatically go in the compendium and I don't have to, like, change them up, right? Correct. I just wanted to double check on that. I was pretty certain, but you know, you gotta take a peek. Take a peek. Let's go ahead and do that, though. Not Raph. Throne and you. So we absolutely don't use. You could just get Mabu Fudine regardless. Here. That's fine. Oh, we can only get 2 more. I'm still gonna stick with that. I almost want you to have this. Really? Honestly? Truly? Just having somebody to heal again is good, but we have other healing personas, so I don't know if I really need you. I don't know how often Nyx is going to use physical attacks, but let's just go ahead and put high counter on there, because I just like high counter. And who knows, this fusion might even fail. It didn't. You look like a zombie. But you know what? You're a zombie with a good flower. A cool flower. Alright. 70. 71, so you're gonna get your Mabufu Dime. Repel Dark at 73! Good! We get the card at 76. Get to 73, please. Yes, you might be viable. You might be viable. I'd be willing to get rid of, yeah. Especially if I had you when I was fighting the Reaper, oh man. That would have been nice. That would have been indeed that would have been real handy. Now here's the thing. Since this is the case, I honestly might... I doubt I'll have you out at the start of battle, so I'm actually gonna get rid of these auto ones. The auto ones aren't really that great. Oh, you get myriad arrows. I like that attack. We're not gonna get it right now because you're gonna get stopped there, but Gabriel might see some use. Especially if we look at our cards real quick. Because we have some salvation. What does salvation do? Gosh darn it, I'm gonna have to look it up. Here, I'll Google it on my phone. So, because there's, between these three, I think salvation is fully revive some person, right? That might be me guessing. Here. Salvation, Persona 3. Healing skill fully restores the party's HP, cures any ailments on them. Ooh, that's really good. Oh, that is really good. Okay, Gabriel might be like an all-arounder, you know? Learn salvation, yes. So, honestly, going into this final boss fight, this is gonna be useless. Right? Right. So we're just gonna... I'll keep that in case we have something random on the way to the final boss. But I still think this would be useless. I think this is... I doubt we're gonna have you out first. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so that is indeed... fully restores the party's HP and cures any ailments, which is really, really good. I hope that is also for Persona 3, because it looks like this is a Persona 5 page. Because you know what? No, it does. It even has the little list here. It costs 60 SP, goodness gracious. We also have... what else? Recarm is the one that revives, right? It is the weakest of them. What is Divine Grace? Because I know we have that too. Right? Here. Divine Grace. Persona 3. Thank you very much. Passive skill automatically increases the effect of... oh, we don't really need that. Increases the effect of healing. We don't need that if it's like, oh my gosh, look at that. We're just winning at this point. Recarm is just regular revival. It's not like revival plus some. I think we might be okay at this point. Because, like, push come to shove, we have a whole bunch of, hold on, there we we go. We have a whole bunch of revival items that I just never got a chance to use. I think we'll... And if we need to come through here and get some more of these fancy moves, then we will. But for right now, I think we might be okay. We'll pull out Gabriel if we're having struggles with, I probably should have saved it here instead. I think I just saved that one there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Almost walked in with no party members. Come here. Come along with me. And you'll see a world of fancy things and trials and tribulations. Yeah, I guess we're ready. What if we just try and leave? The end of the world? Uh-oh. Here we go. Open up. Knock, knock. Is it too late to turn back? I guess it is. Let's go. Oh, there's more? More? What? 258th floor. Huh? But it's not a shadow. So we actually have to walk up 3 floors and find Strega. Is that the stairs right there? Heck yeah, it is. We don't need to do any grinding at this point, so let's just go. The only thing I sense on floor 258 is the members of Strega. I'm not sure which one it is, but keep your guard up. Which one? Oh, one of the members of Strega, not even multiple. Oh, the stairs are right here. One of the guys from Strega is on the next floor. Please be careful. Although I do wonder if these guys are like dropping anything, or if there's any chests that have any fantastic things in them. Okay, well that wasn't that great. Let's just go. I assume he's not going to clap us. Wait, what? Can I talk to everybody, or is this just an opportunity to reset everything that's going on? Oh, and it does have a teleporter. Very nice. No, I mean, we're going to stay here, but... Well, let me show him. Yeah, this is just if I want to rearrange the party, which is good to note. Are you ready? Yeah, I suppose. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not ready. I'll be ready in a second. But I'm going to save first. That's the game saying, hey, take this opportunity to save. That's how I read it, so let's go up now. I was out here ready to fight Nyx, and now I gotta fight Strega first? I guess it was too quiet to not have them here. Alright. You sense someone's presence. Which one?
So, you came after all.
Well, yeah, of course.
You? Where's your partner? Takaya went on ahead of me. He's destined for greater things.
I'm destined to perish here.
So, it looks like you're serious about fighting Nyx.
Yep.
How do you know about Nyx?
I pieced together the information Ikutsuki left behind.
Ooh.
But not all of it made sense. He was a real nutjob.
He sure was.
Did you know Ikutsuki?
Yeah, he was a real nutjob.
We were surprised to find out he was your boss.
Did you guys? What do you know about
We
him?
really only knew his name.
Okay.
He was just one of the researchers who created us.
Created us?
He created you?
Who are you?
What are you?
There's no use in telling you. The end is near.
Oh, might tell us anyway.
We don't have time for this. Get out of our way.
Can't do that, little lady. There's no way you'll be able to stop Nyx. But I can't let you interfere with Takaya's wish.
I have to fight the both of them, and I have to fight Nyx.
Do you even
My
understand what you're saying? If Nyx isn't stopped, all life will be destroyed.
Exactly. We won't live much longer, and we want to see the end before we die. That is Takaya's wish. So I'm not backing down.
So he wants to see Nyx.
But
Enough talk. Let's do this.
Well, I guess we're fighting. Oh gosh, he's got a briefcase just like Akechi.
This is it. I ain't holding back.
Okay. Neither are we. No. Is Odin already equipped? Yeah, I guess so. How do you feel about thunder? Alright, well.
fire! Let us strike while the iron's hot.
So I'm pretty sure that always leaves your opponent shocked. I think that's the best move in the
You think you're
game.
tough? I won't lose this time.
I think that's the best move in the game. I think it's the best move in the game. Cause it's just 3 free all-out attacks.
No, I ain't finished yet. Come on.
You haven't started yet, my guy. You haven't started yet, my dude. So I realized, like, during my fighting that
Damn it! I lost to these amateurs again.
You haven't lost yet.
I've improved since our last fight. You can't hide your weaknesses from me.
He's recovered.
End of the line for
Okay, so ice. That's fine. My guy's probably gonna evade it, right? Oh, he didn't evade it, my dude. You were supposed to evade that attack. I gave you evade. Okay, well that's fine. Second verse same as the first. Alright, well, I guess get us an all-out attack. We're good.
Let us strike while the iron's
Yep,
hot.
that's fine.
Miss.
Our man's is dizzy, he'll be okay. Akio, just, Akiko, take a break. Just take a nap. You're good. We did it. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's dead. Nice! Whoop-de-doo. He sure is stronger. Oh, so are we.
I failed.
Alright, put him out of his misery. Don't do that, actually. Okay, never mind. Yeah, well, he's dead.
What are you waiting for? Finish me off.
Alright, Koromaru, sick him.
I would do anything for Takaya.
Why are you so loyal to him?
Did he save your life?
You wouldn't understand.
Every time we ask a question, don't give us a, you wouldn't understand. It's already the end. It doesn't matter. Answer the dang question.
Takaya showed me the light when I was in the darkness. It was a long time ago. In order to better understand the dark hour, Kirijo rounded up kids that were living on the streets and gave them special powers.
Oh, man.
So they could investigate Tartarus.
Oh, no.
What?
But
No.
when that power doesn't emerge naturally, it's difficult to control. So the kids had to take experimental medication so their powers wouldn't kill them. Only 3 kids out of the original 100 survived.
100?
And after 6 months, the experiment was cancelled.
Then those 3 were...
You all suffered at the hands of Kirijo.
Oh, no. I figured something like that happened, but oh my gosh.
Takaya saved me from it all.
How do you do that?
He said, don't let the past control you, and don't look to the future. Simply live in the moment.
Memento
To
Mori.
be honest, I don't even care about Kirijo anymore. But Takaya's wish must be fulfilled.
You.
What? The shadows are beginning to surround you.
We were here too long.
Gosh darn
We're
it.
running out of time. We have to go now.
But we can't.
Yeah, we can.
You idiots! I don't want your pity!
Mitsuru turned around and headed for the floor above. Ken and Koromaru went upstairs as well.
No hesitation. If we don't defeat Nyx, then this was all for nothing.
All right.
Damn it. I guess it's time to go.
Sorry, my guy. Later, Jin.
Look at all of them crawling out with those nasty faces. I won't let you eat me. I believe in you, Takaya. Fulfill your wish. I will hold on to the freedom you gave me to the very end.
Hopefully this isn't the very end. Well, I guess that's the very end.
Was that? Did he?
Hey, look, we already thought he died once. He's probably okay.
Don't look.
Let's go.
Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, I kind of want to look. Y'all want to look? Hey, let's look. Oh. Lame. Is Takaya gonna be on the next floor? Oh, it healed us! Oh, heck yeah. That's fine. Hang on, I'll scan ahead. There's another human on the 262nd floor. It's that Krega again. It must be that Takaya guy. This is it, be careful. Alright, well, 262? So it's only like a string of 3 floors every time, it seems. And it looks like these are small floors. Well, Or maybe I spoke too soon. Well, that's an item. I would like it. Are these the same cubes as before?
It's weak against electricity.
Yep. So in that case, we will just attack one, and then let our guy do his thing.
For him as well.
I'm fighting for him as well. What a good line. Well, what a good line. Alright, some free experience on the way. Let me make sure I re-equip that item. Yeah, we'll take the experience one. Whoop, whoop, and whoop. Thank you. Not really that much experience, but enough for a level up for Akihiko, which is fine by me. Dispoison. Not really worth it, but you know what? We gotta level up. Let's go to equip. Akihiko. Yeah, he has Eye of Ice. He was pretty good at, you know, evading the icicles, but you know, I guess he just got hit twice before. It's unfortunate. Yeah, he'll be fine. I think he just got unlucky twice, and whoever that is better catch up. Who's falling behind? I guess pick up the speed. Let's get out of here. Oh my gosh. We'll fight you then. That's fine. More cubes.
Watch out! There are 4 enemies.
That's fine, she'll live. Thank you. She can take a hit. Bye, so long, farewell to you, my friend.
I've been waiting for this.
Yes, please. I have to remember that we have that one thing that I got from the antique shop. If things ever go wrong and we need a nuke button, I assume we use it. Very good. She's at 77 now, which is great. These are the stairs. I will be stealing this. Don't really need that, but we'll take it. We have a whole bunch of gems that we haven't used. We also have those mirrors that I've been saving too. It's the final boss, so we're gonna go all out. You're almost at the top. Hang in there. I will. We got 2 more floors. Okay, we got 1 more floor. Takai's on the next floor. Stay alert. This doesn't matter. I'm not even going to be able to sell your stuff. Nah, you get to live. Actually. It would actually be a waste of time to take you out. We actually don't need whatever's over there because it's just a room with the other stuff. So the stairs must be this way somewhere. Probably not going to be that way. Or I guess they must be that way, but I'll take this rancid gravy apparently. If you don't turn your butt around... Okay, well I guess we're going to fight. Didn't want to, but I guess we're gonna.
There are 2 enemies.
We'll do this. Akihiko didn't go next?
Take this.
She crit!
Keep it up.
Hey, yo, do it again.
Take this.
She didn't.
I couldn't defeat it.
That's fine.
The enemy.
The enemy! She'll live.
2 enemies.
Akihiko, do your thing. Thank you very much. You missed Akihiko. Come on. I just do it again. You're fine. We'll get heals at the 260-second floor. 262. Instead of, you know, Stitch, who was 626. Let's go ahead this way, and the stairs must be right here. Guess I could have gotten whatever item that was, but couldn't be me. It did heal us all here, but most importantly, we're gonna save. Because I really did not expect... I know what? The game told me that they were hiding in Tartarus, so I should have expected this. I should have known, but I think for some reason, I forgot about them being here. And in my mind, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm sure that they're just lost or something. Maybe they'll be by Nyx's side. Yeah, we're fine. I saved it. Oh, we're at the top floor. Oh. I mean, there's stairs right there. It's not the top floor. Calm down.
Is the top of Tartarus past here?
Indeed.
Thank you.
Then let us through.
Unindeed.
I am not standing in your way.
Okay.
I take it you have defeated Jin. You are quite troublesome. What is it that you seek? These are your final moments.
We want spaghetti tacos.
The end is nigh.
Oh, unfortunate.
Sorry.
but we're not gonna let that happen.
Yeah, we're gonna beat Nyx too.
You are merely wasting your energy. Why not celebrate this wonderful moment? What better way could you spend your final moments together?
Ensuring that we have more moments by ensuring that this isn't our final moment?
Will you shut up already?
Right.
My life was stolen from me.
That much is true.
And in its place, I was given a power I never asked for.
He is currently spitting facts.
And so, I learned that the future is only a delusion.
And here's where he gets sidetracked.
Only by striving to live every moment to its fullest can the soul truly be satisfied. That is why we welcome this glorious revelation. To shine a light upon this darkened world.
To shine a light upon this darkened
You're
world.
so full of shit!
Hey, calm down, Junpei. Well, you know what? Don't calm down. He did shoot you. You have a right to be upset.
I'm not dying so you can have a friggin' nightlight!
This is not merely my desire. There are many who have also gathered to rejoice in her arrival.
That's just because all these weird things have been happening.
Correct.
That is untrue.
No, she's right.
Who is responsible for reviving Nyx? Can a single person boast of this great accomplishment?
Yeah, me, Obi. It was me.
You all worked tirelessly to prevent it, and yet in doing so, you unwittingly aided in her coming.
Yeah.
So you see, this is not just my will. It is the will of all people.
Yikes.
Man cannot face death without first finding meaning in life. But the world has realized that any meaning in life was lost long ago. Nyx has come because humanity has cried out for her salvation.
Hey, Takaya, my guy. If we could just, like, skip this little bit so I can hit you with this big old thunder attack that makes you shocked and hit you with 3 all-out attacks, that'd be real chill, my guy.
That can't be. I don't believe you. Who would ever wish for Nyx to come? And yet, there is truth in what he says. I guess. To live a still life, never searching for one's purpose, going into a still death, to avoid pain above all. I don't know if this can be called right or wrong, but as for myself, I wouldn't want to live that way.
There we go.
I want to live for a reason, and to live for others.
Agreed.
That's why I came all this way. That, for me, is what it is to live.
We are not alone. What is impossible for one becomes feasible with the help of one's friends. You lack such things. Thus,
Dang.
the coming demise appears as salvation to you. In choosing solitude over bonds with others, you are limited by your own abilities. We have no such limits.
I don't think he liked that.
Utter foolishness.
He didn't.
Those who rush into battle where death is certain are denying the demise.
Yeah, that's what we're denying them demise. That's exactly what we're doing.
Very well then. If you insist on proving the superiority of your way, I shall do the same.
Great, as long as you don't use gun.
But whatever the outcome, your actions are pointless. Nyx's advent is but moments away!
I mean, that's fine. You don't laugh so hard, you're gonna lose your voice. Well, I mean, if you fight me, you're gonna lose your life. That's unfortunate, my guy. I don't know why you did that.
You needn't hurry. The moment we await is predestined.
Takaya, I hope you move first.
It's only a matter of time.
Takaya, I hope you move first.
Please be careful. I sense even greater power than before.
Well, I had hoped. I truly had. Unless he absorbs lightning. He doesn't. I'm not sorry. I can't say I'm
Let
sorry.
us strike while the irons can't miss.
Can't say I'm sorry about this, Takaya. Cannot say I'm sorry about this one, my guy. I'm. Nope, can't say in the slightest that I am.
Even as I speak, I can feel it. The end of everything.
Hey, that's really cool, my guy.
Pity those who cannot see it for what it truly is. A blessing.
Are y'all gonna let me do my all-out attack?
I've been waiting.
Okay, good. I was gonna say he interrupted our all-out attack. All right, let's go. Let's coordinate, you guys. Go into that big old puff of smoke real quick. Don't mind if you do. Thank you very much. Oh, you're almost at half health.
Take
Hey, you want to hit a... Oh, she hit a critical. Good on you, Yukari. I didn't know you had it in you. Alright, sure. Alright, what you got
We
planned?
are mere mortals. We cannot change our fate. You would be foolish to deny it.
Well, call me a fool. He's recovered.
Salvation!
Oh, honey, please, I hope you can move twice, my guy. Oh no, Takaya. Takaya. Takaya.
Fire! Let us strike while the iron's hot.
Takaya. Look, my guy, you could have, Jin did more damage to us.
Seems we are destined to be in opposition.
Takaya.
How can you summon such power, even in the face of death?
Well, I learned that this attack shocks every time, and I'm abusing it. Eventually, I'm sure Nyx is gonna be probably like immune to a bunch of attacks, maybe even lightning attacks, but I'm still gonna do my thing. Nyx is probably immune to being shocked, right? Right? I would guess.
I've been waiting for this.
That would be my guess, but like, if she ain't... Oh no, he's not doing so well. Ooh, I think he's like one all-out attack away from perishing. Oh my, oh goodness gracious. Oh, let's see. Oh, well, he is dead. Oh, unfortunate.
Death is but a blessing.
You're welcome. Call me baby Jesus then, cause you are blessed.
I have failed, haven't I?
Yeah, a little bit.
There is nothing more I can do.
That was embarrassing, Takaya.
Now, kill me.
No, the shadows will do it, it's fine.
Are you scared?
What a peculiar question. You know nothing of death if you think that it is something to fear.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
You fear it because you do not understand it. I will not explain to you any further.
There's no honor in taking the life of someone who can't move. You will live to see if what you wished for comes true or not.
Yeah, lie there and repent for what you've done.
Can we tie him up though?
You are all so odd.
Everyone is looking up by beyond the stairway.
We're finally here.
Uh-huh.
Up ahead is the top of Tartarus.
Yep.
The promised place Ryoji spoke of.
Yep.
Let's regroup for the final battle.
Thank you, because I did not want to go. Hey, look, it's that guy. How you doing? He's unconscious. That's funny. We're gonna go back to floor 1. Looks like we're getting some free heals, though, which is so nice. Looks like anytime you go to those floors, maybe you get free heals. But I want free saves. That's what I want. Also, let's split the recording because it's been about an hour and a half. Although, I know I'm probably going to split days. Because it's about to get late, and I know that this boss fight could run long. So, yeah. Yes, I think I'm going to come back to this tomorrow. Yeah, I'll come back to this tomorrow right after work. And we will finish off the boss fight, and I guess finish off Persona 3. I don't know if I want to call this a finale, because I still do want to, like, do these doors, but I feel like the way that it's kind of set up feels like it's got to be either a grind everyone to 99, which I don't know if I have the patience for. Not even the patience, I have the patience to do it. I don't know if I have the time to do it in, like, a weekly format without being like, alright, let's take down one door today. But yeah, I think that's it. I think we're gonna finish off Persona 3 today. And you know what? If this door is in Persona 3 Reload, We might go ahead and play Reload just for fun on like a stream or two, who knows? I don't know for certain actually, don't hold me to that. For right now though, I'm gonna take a quick break and we will be back, I guess, with at least the first attempt at the final boss, because I am kind of concerned, but kind of not so concerned. I think it is gonna be a long battle, but I think we're pretty sufficiently prepared. I might fuse one or two more personas, but I think that Gabriel is what I really was looking for. The only thing that I'm really concerned about, or was really concerned about, was dark and light skills, and our lack of items that can save us from those. I think we're in a better position now that I don't expect OB to die from those. Whew. If we set him up with Gabriel here. And that's the plan. Gabriel is also our highest level persona. Might be our saving grace. However, what level are we? 79. Yeah, we're ready for this. And if we're not, yeah, we, you know, I was gonna say I wish we got some damage done to us so we could really see what our damage intake was for these two, but we did get some damage done to us by Jin, who didn't do too heavy of damage to us and like hit everybody moves, but of course he targeted Akihiko with the ice moves, and even when he was targeting Akihiko with the ice moves, he didn't die. He was still maybe like around a third or a quarter health left, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Am I excited for it? I mean, I guess so. We'll just see how we'll see what happens. Part of me feels like, oh yeah, we're ending the episode right now, but we're not. I'm ending for today, and I will be right back next time. So, get excited for it. We gonna end this thing. I don't know why I'm saying, like, get excited for it. I'm telling myself to get excited for it tomorrow. It's gonna be with you in a couple of seconds. In fact, let's switch over right now. It's a new day! Yes, it is! Alright, this is it. I guess we're gonna finish today. I didn't think... I mean, in my heart of hearts, I knew after the Reaper thing, I was like, alright, it's time to finish Persona 3 Portable! That's one of the, like, few qualms I have with this game in terms of, like, mechanics. I understand that you wouldn't really want this thing to only drop, rewards if you don't accept the thing. Like, the Golden Shadows, they'll drop, like, specific things instead of their glorious coins, if you have accepted their whatchamadoodles, but it's kind of on me, because in my heart of hearts, I knew, yeah, I gotta go ahead and switch that thing up. This will go to the 262, is that where I want to go? That's a good question. Yeah, that's where I want to go. We'll do that. Oh, he's still unconscious. This has been a whole day. It hasn't here, because if it was a whole day here, we would be doomed. That is where we are at this point. Let's give it a shot. Oh, we go up a whole nother floor and we can talk to everybody, maybe? To be honest, I'm scared. What are you doing? Sorry to put you all through this. You still blame yourself for it, but it's not on you. Koromaru is just upset at Nyx. Fair enough. I really wanted to bring Koromaru, but he fell behind when I was training everybody else, and I don't want him to face death. Truly don't. Alright, let's get going. You're not coming. Beyond here, that's where Nyx is. Let's end this. And Yukari, this will be our last test, huh? Are we ready? I think so. Tartarus Peak. We made it. Oh, and I love how it looks. The big old greenish moon that we've been seeing for so long, the cloudy skies, two little peaks of light shining through.
We finally reached the top.
Hey, look at the sky! The moon's warped!
Is it? It's always been a little bit weird.
Something's coming!
I guess moon is big.
Is it Nyx?
I can sense it even without my persona. This is the first time that's ever happened.
Ooh. I can't sense it. Cutscene. Oh, we can beat that thing. Oh, that's easy. Oh.
You.
Okay, so you know, maybe I didn't.
Huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say this
Ryuji-kun?
isn't Nyx. Do I have to fight you
That
too?
was my name for a time.
Nyx avatar. Oh no.
I didn't mind it.
We still have to fight him? But as
What's
Nyx?
going on? Wait, are you?
I am merely a harbinger of the fall. Though it would be more correct to say that is what I once was. There is no longer a distinction to be made between Nyx and myself.
That's actually really unfortunate.
Is that so? Well, regardless, I don't regret my decision.
I do. We should have taken him
I'll
out.
defeat you no matter what you are.
I see. Then you must already know
Know what?
what people fear most, what they try to ignore.
Death?
That is what I am.
You're... What? Something people fear the most, try to ignore what I am. What do people fear the most? Taxes! Yep. I understand. I'm gonna do the whole world a solid.
We know that already.
Yeah, everyone does.
Yeah, how do y'all know? Y'all don't do taxes, yeah?
It's the one certainty for all living things.
It is! Oh no! It's all lighting up because I always say, whenever I'm cutting some sort of weird promo, I'm like, there are 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and then some other third thing, whatever fits the bill. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I need just a second. Because when things like align like that, my mind goes into a like, the stars have all aligned moment, and that's what this was.
Then you must also understand that it is futile to resist.
Yeah, the IRS will usually find
Will
you.
you still face me? There must be trembling in your hearts.
Yeah, we'll fight.
Yeah, of course I'm scared. But who cares about that right now? I got too much to live for.
I'm not gonna live in fear anymore. Being really alive means not turning away from death. So I won't turn and cower. Not even to you.
I will stop you, even if I must sacrifice myself to do so. I do this of my own choice.
I see.
Oh, some feathers.
Get ready, everyone! Nyx, she's coming!
Oh.
I'm also sensing multiple shadows approaching from the lower floors.
Oh, that's not fair.
Standby team, intercept those shadows.
Oh, so the rest of you are gonna intercept the
This
shadows.
is the final battle. Failure is not an option.
I think it would be really neat if there was a mechanic where your other party members have to actually fight the other shadows, and because I assume this is like several different stages. I'm pretty sure it goes through a bunch of stages,
I know
right?
we could do it.
I don't know. We're about to find out. I don't really want to start with Thunder Rain. Hey, give it a go. I assume you're probably immune to shock. Yep. Still did a lot of damage though. If they're giving me a turn, and this thing is probably gonna hit hard, so let's go ahead and make sure it hits less often. That's where we are at this point. Because we are going to get hit. You should also decrease your hit and evasion. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Alright, I'm here for that. That's a banger. Alright, hold on, we still got more work to do. You have anything that, you have that stuff, huh? You really don't have anything that's, okay, well, I mean, I guess you can fire this time, I guess.
I won't miss.
Smiling arrogantly. I don't like that. I'm smiling arrogantly now, too. Obi, we gonna hurt him. Get ready to hurt him, Obi. I think I'm gonna continue to. Ooh. Okay, all right. Okay, we're out here with the bangers. Okay, well, fine. You know what? Might as well increase our. We're increasing our attack. We're increasing that mind charge. We about to hurt him. Oh, lowers the defense. Lower the defense. Y'all, we're about to hurt him. Oh man, you're right. You still don't have anything, so you go ahead and get one free shot before we hurt him. Oh wait a minute. I don't like this. This one's a little bit too easy. Yeah, no, actually, save that magic attack that we were about to do. Save that.
The moment man devoured the fruit of knowledge, he sealed his fate. Entrusting his future to the cards, man clings to a dim hope. Yes, the Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. Attaining one's dream requires a stern will and unfailing determination. Eternity
Arcana
awaits.
shift. Oh boy. We gotta go through all of them, baby. Does that change your affinities? Oh, wind. We're good. Oh, that was fire? Oh, I read wrong.
Nyx's Arcana changed to the Magician?
I see.
Be careful, its properties have changed.
Well, we can still bash it, so... Oh, we gotta set up our stuff, huh? We want to increase our attack, or... Did it just stop for you, or did it stop for everybody? Because I make this mistake all the time. I should have waited one more turn. I guess it's okay that she's doing it right now. Yeah, it's fine. My guy's still hitting hard. And you're still hitting there. Miragi is going to hit all of us with a little bit of fire, actually. Just a little bit. And your fire targeting is one person, and that's still free. I'm saving my mind charge.
The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. The silent voice within one's heart whispers the most profound wisdom.
I like this a lot, actually.
Eternity awaits.
Now you're number 2. Oh, this music's so good. The music's real good. Just for the sake of doing this again. Because everyone else's is now officially run up except for hers. That's fine. Akihiko, I think his attack is the first one to get gone. Which means everyone else is going to do the thing. I might as well get your attack down for me. We're good, we're good. I mean, we could do a party heal. I don't think we need it right now. Oh, did you crit? I mean, I think they should have given her another chance to go. My guy knows evade ice and it finally hit. Almighty attack, don't like that. Oh, it missed a bunch of us.
Properties again. If you need me to analyze it, just say the word.
Oh. Yeah, sure. I didn't know you could do it here.
Scan the target.
That's helpful. Usually you're useless against the mini-bosses, but like, for real, thanks. I don't want to do this now. Yeah, I'll do it now. Why not? I was waiting. That mind charge and that severe attack. Oh. You know what I meant to do before this battle? Pretty much buff the heck out of the magic stat of that persona, and I did not. That might have been able to like one-shot KO.
The enemy's strong against light.
Drains ice. Good to know. I'm gonna have you strike first.
The Arcana is the means by
Okay.
which all is revealed.
2 down.
Celebrate life's grandeur,
Its brilliance.
its magnificence.
And then you jump up.
Eternity awaits.
Eternity awaits. The third Arcana.
Something about Nyx keeps changing.
I mean, while you're here, I do want to just... I don't think we need to do this right now, but I don't wanna waste them. We also have a bunch of items, so I'm not particularly scared. I do want to, however. If she's doing this now.
Strong against darkness.
Okay. Oh, windbreak. Okay. Rude. I will do that. We could probably go ahead and boost our attack again. I think our hit evasion's about to go down this turn. Yep, it sure is. Since this is going down, we can also increase our defense. Because that means we're more likely to get hit, so let's make it so we don't get hit as hard. That is how we cycle. That's how we cycle, you guys. That's why I really wanted to bring Akihiko and Aegis, but at that point I was like, we need a good healer, and I was like, maybe Mitsuru, but Yukari's already almost there. Here. Because you can also... Is this still in effect? No, it's not. That's the one thing I do struggle keeping a track of, because I usually have Akihiko just go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 between hit evasion, attack, and defense when it comes to the big bosses, or at least that's what I did with the Reaper. That is what I did with the Reaper. I was like, I'll just do this for Nyx too. It can't be so bad. You don't really need to do anything here. Everybody's really okay at this point. Good job not missing, I'm proud of you. Garula just on you to 1, and that good miss, you love to see it. Garu just on you for 1, okay, 17 damage. We're still early in this fight. You're going through every single Arcana. Pop this. That's gonna hurt. Hurt it did. The second I'm not able to use that move, because I know at some point it's gonna be nullifying just electric or all magic or maybe all physical, who knows. So our hit evasion is back to normal. I should have had Aegis re-up that, but we can decrease your attack. It probably would have potentially been better to have Akihiko go ahead and do his attack, because he probably would have gotten the KO and she won't. Yep. Win to everybody, but good. Win to everybody. Finally hit me, unfortunately, because now we get to go again. Alright, that's fine. I was gonna say, evade win has been working real good so far. Alright, so what do we want? What do we want? Oh, we don't want to use our magic attack, right? Did I already do this? Does it tell me if I already did it? I don't know, I guess. No, I used the attack last turn. We're fine. But what I do want to do is re-up this. Akihiko, you can get the KO. And then Yukari can just do whatever she wants. Although I think Yukari can get the KO on this one. Let's pop that first. Make sure that everything's lowered on you for 1 turn. And then Yukari, you just pop a shot. Good job.
The Arcana is the means by which all is...
Oh, it's even got the Velvet Room music mixed in there. Oh.
Only courage in the face of doubt can lead one to the answer.
What's the name of the song? Y'all tell me.
Eternity awaits.
Alright, 4. We got 12 Arcanas? 13? Delicious. Okay, so this is the electric one. Unfortunate. Yeah, I'll take that again, thank you. So there's no chance that my electric attack is going to work on you. So I think for this turn, we want to switch our personas to not you, but to Loki with high magic on to... I'm going to guess that ice is going to be okay to use on you. Yeah. Let's go ahead and give it an ice attack, why not? Don't hit hard, or at least it should. It hit okay.
I can still fight.
You're dang right you can. Alright, you pop that.
Careful, the enemy's
Yep.
strong against...
I figured. I just needed you to do it just in case. Is this back to normal yet? Thought so. In my headspace, he should always be doing one of those every turn. I mean, if you can use your wind attack, go ahead and use it. Why not? Right. That's pretty decent damage. Yeah, you earned it. Electric break. She doesn't have electric. Oh, she does. Oh, wait a minute. She does have electric resistance based on her her thingamadoodle. Here. You pop back here. That's gonna do probably just 200 instead. 177. Big ol' yikes. That is a major. That's a major yikes move, you guys. Is our defense back to normal? Is our hit evasion back to normal? I didn't think so. Our defense probably is. Yeah. That's what we want. Yukari, do I want you to do a party heal this time? You now have your attack back to normal, so we'll pop that. Okay, and then I guess we'll do this. And you'll do electric break on us. Do you want to also do electric break on... Oh, that's fine. Yeah, just regular attack, actually. I was gonna say your regular attack does bop.
The arcana is the means by which all is revealed.
Listen to the cards.
It is indeed a precious gift to understand the forces that guide oneself. Eternity awaits.
Alright, so you're going to 5. Alright, we're not even halfway through. But right now, very manageable. If I had to do all of this part again, I'd be like, oh yeah, we're fine, we're fine. I think our attack is still in play, right? Maybe not. Sure. Alright. Hit evasion's going back to normal. Which means your hit evasion needs to go back to here. Very good. I always like to have those two on the same, like, cycle. And by always like to have them on the same cycle, I mean, that's what I did when I fought the Reaper. I'm just using kind of the Reaper fight that I had, which was long and arduous, but didn't really have any problems. I figured if I do pretty much the same thing that I did with the Reaper, I won't have to worry too much about Nyx. However, they're probably going to throw some tricks in here, and I will just be screaming. But let's see how that goes. Right now, we're fine. She could pop one of these if she wanted to. Party heal. Does she want to? She doesn't really want to right now. I mean, Nyx isn't hitting hard yet. Emphasis on yet, I'm sure. Ooh, crit, okay. Don't like these almighty attacks, though. You can stop with those, you can chill. I said stop, you can chill. I guess you can't. Oh, I didn't have you do the scanny bits.
I'll scan the target.
Well, now I want to switch you back to Odin? Or, yeah, Odin, right? Odin with the super duper high magic? Yeah, that's what we want. Because you shouldn't be resistant to electric anymore. We'll mind charge this turn. We want you to do hit evasion, because everybody's just run out now. Thank you. We would like...
Light won't work on the enemy.
Oh, so we just can't hit it with bashing. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine by me. Oh, I guess we don't want to do that then, because I was 100% about to potentially do that. Your defense should be back to normal? Yes, so we will undo that, because Obi's about to hit you with a big old bolt of electricity, and it's gonna hurt. Like the dickens. At this point, I think you still have 300. I'm okay popping one of those. And we have, like, a bunch of the things that heal everyone's HP and SP to all, so I'm not really eyeballing Revolution. What is that? Oh, you did that for everybody. Crit on everybody that's higher. Hold on. Wait a minute. We hold on. You gotta perish this turn. No, go ahead. That's out of the blue. Toodaloo to you. Yep. None of that. None of that.
Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. There is both joy and wonder in coming to understand another.
Yeah.
Eternity awaits.
So we're at 6, the lovers. Now that you have shifted, immediately pop that, see what we shouldn't be doing. I have no idea what we were running out of this turn, but I feel like it's probably attack. Might be defense. I think it was probably attack. Yep. That's on me. But your attack, yeah, I mixed up the way that I applied the debuffs to you. Whatever, we're fine. We'll live.
Watch it. Light won't work on the
Okay, so no wind again. Holy arrow. Whew. Protocol reverted. All out attack again. Alright. Did I mind charge last turn? I think we just attacked last turn. I do hope the game would just be like, hey, mind charge, don't do that. You just did. Well, now everybody's defense is down, so let's just get on the roundabout. Defense is more important than attack to me. Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. And now attack's reverted, that's coming back to normal. We can bash you again, right? I probably shouldn't. I should continue to just do this with you and decrease your defense? Yes. Because we did attack last time. Although it might have been hit. No, it's not hit. Not yet.
I won't miss.
Good job. Holy arrow's gonna hit who? You blocked it? Good job. Oh, because it was a pierce attack. Almighty again. I'm gonna say Yukari is probably gonna want to heal this next turn. Attack's reverted, so this isn't gonna hit as hard as I wanted to. But it's still gonna hit, and it still might take away that whole health bar, don't you know? Oh, don't you know? Oh, don't you know? That's such a good move.
By which all is revealed.
Part of me was like, in the back of my mind, I was like hoping there was an off chance that maybe Nyx could get shocked, and I was like, oh, well. Beggars can't be choosers. This attack's still real strong.
One of life's greatest blessings is the freedom to pursue one's goals.
Okay.
Eternity awaits.
So we go from lovers to the next one. Hit evasion's going back down the drain now. So at this juncture we should probably be upping attack again, because our defense is already still upped. We're gonna heal, and we're going to lower the hit evasion on the foe with you this turn. That is correct. We want to do a little bit of that. Sorry, Nyx, that we're hitting all these debuffs with you, but since you are not doing anything that says, hey, I'm clearing all my debuffs, this is really going exactly how I wanted it to do so far. To be completely honest. Alright. And she's still great on the SP phase. I think the next time... we'll probably wait like 2 or 3 more turns. Almighty attack's gonna hurt a little bit. Hit a couple of us, that's fine. God's Hand, oh, that's a heavy hit. I mean, so I was gonna say that's a heavy attack, but it didn't really hurt that much. I did not mind charge, but I guess we should probably see what that does without the mind charge, but I mean, I like mind charge. At this point in the juncture, we're not scrambling. We're not scrambling out here. At least not yet. Increase the party's attack? No, we want hit evasion. Yes, because that's what we're missing right now. Keep these buffs going. Just having a good debuffer and a good buffer, I feel like has made this all the easier for us this time around. We just did hit your attack, your hit attack defense. Your had, and the way we're going is hit defense attack. I don't know what I want you to do. Maybe nothing really right now. I mean, you could attack. Nobody else really got hit. I guess Obi got hit. And Obi is the most important. So yeah, we'll heal Obi. That's fine. Not bad. Oh. Charged up. Didn't like that. You gotta go. Thank you. Goodbye.
The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. To find the one true path, one must seek guidance amidst uncertainty.
Okay, it hasn't gotten really dicey yet, but I will say that charge up was scare-inducing.
Eternity awaits.
What are you going to? Okay, I don't even remember what number we're on, honestly. We just did attack for you, so our defense is probably back to normal. No, did I switch it back so they were on the same path? I'm tripping. I sure enough am tripping. Here, your defense is back to normal. There you go. Okay. Oh, your hit's back to normal too. That's the last thing that I wanted to see. And your attack is double up. We're all healed, so I'm not like super duper concerned. But you did just Arcana shift, so go ahead and do that. Light. Oh no. Okay, it missed. This is where you haven't done a light all attack, but because you're doing light attacks, and I don't like that. Do we mind charge this past turn? Oh no, that's hitting everybody. Oh, we lost one. Whew, we're playing with fire now, because we do not have a lot of sacrifices. Now, this is where I was a little bit concerned. This is where I was a little bit concerned. I don't remember if I used mind charge last turn. Here's the thing, I could switch over to Gabriel, who has heavy, some of this, salvation, which is good, high counter, null charm, and repel dark, which are all good, which are all great. It's just we won't be doing the damage like we have been doing. But it's better than dying. It's a matter of, do I want to risk a turn? Yeah, I think we're just gonna switch. We're gonna play it safe. Go ahead and bash and see what happens. Not bad. Our attack is back to normal, but is this still effective? Yeah, it's still effective. Our attack's back to normal. Let's switch to defense. I think this next turn I'm gonna have Yukari fill up everybody's SP solely because we need it. We will need it. I do want to lower your hit evasion rate because I am scared. I am properly scared of light and dark attacks. And you started using them, and I don't like that, to say the least. So, let's just make sure we have as much SP as possible because we, I think, I hope, we're halfway through this fight. We're at least more than halfway through the Arcanas. Almighty Attack is gonna not really do all that. Okay, you boosted your attack power. Wait a minute. Okay, now I see things could get a little bit more dicey. Because your hit and your attack and your defense are back to normal, which sucks. Did she ever tell me what was?
Careful, the enemy's strong against light.
Nullifies fire and ice. And lo and behold, we have ice attacks with you. That's fine. Our attack is back this turn. Next time we'll get our hit evasion back. Oh, I guess we could have nullified. We have something that nullifies, your stuff, right? That might be something we want to do this turn, admittedly. Are you on defense? You're on defense, yeah. No, we need attack and defense. We probably should have lowered your attack first. Or I think when you raised your attack, it defaulted to getting rid of our lowering of the attack. That's what happened. That is what unfolded. I I mean, we have full SP again. I was thinking to myself, I don't really want to waste SP like this, but we have full and we have 7 more of those summons. My thing is, we are at the point where it could get a little dicey, but I don't think it will, because we are still okay with with some of that. Our hit evasion is going down. Your hit evasion also went down, so we gotta pop the both of those this turn. With you doing just regular attacks, you will still be fine. Now, unfortunately enough, it does. If we got one more level from Gabriel, I just realized 1 or 2 more levels, we would have gotten Repel Dark, and we could have just put that onto Odin, who was cracked for us right now, which unfortunate, but you know it is what it is. Hit evasion, just so we are potentially not getting hit as often. We could put Odin back in, I think, as well, because I think if we potentially take a critical hit, someone will come in and say, hey, I don't want you to die, and I'll be like, hey, thanks, buddy. But before we do that, let's go ahead and just double down on this. I think everybody can take 2 more of those almighty attacks, so I do want you to just go ahead and attack. Your attacks are better when it's the windy magic one, so you go ahead and do this. Good. Because it looks like now one more Obi attack will defense reverted. That sucks. So maybe 2 more Obi attacks. Okay, good, good, good. Still in good shape, still in good shape. Good.
The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. It requires great courage to look at oneself honestly and forge one's own path.
Because the Arcana is just like one big path. That was Judgment, and that is the Eye. I don't know what the I one is, but we will be doing that first.
Scan the target.
Let's make sure that our defense is up to snuff again. I keep doing it with defense. I think I've done defense like that every single time, which is entirely my bad. You definitely have to lower this attack. That's the most important. You go and heal, everybody. Because very soon, we should get Fuka's report of what we can hit you with. And granted, this is the most useful Fuka's been.
Wind doesn't seem to work.
You
so
really
be
hate
careful.
wind, apparently. I mean, that's fine. Oh, Nyx is level... oh, wait, no, don't like that. Hold on a minute. Don't like that. Why'd you put it on Obi? That's the least... No. Where are you? Odin? Yeah, you get in here. No, thank you. No. Nope, we're doing what we did the last time. And we will... for real increase our defense this time, because our defense is actually gone, except for Aegis's, which is fine. You will use this turn to get the attack back. This might have left. Yeah, I was gonna say that might have left, and I think that's more important. Attack reverted. You. Nobody's hurting right now. But wind is a no-go, so you try and hit with a... That's not bad. Poison, don't poison me. Oh, you missed. Oh, that, and I bet you that was the what's it?
Aegis is in a panic. Use Patra if you can.
I got items for this. This is where I was like, I don't know if I really expected this. I just expected spamming of like light and dark moves. And this battle has been very fair on that so far. Do I have anything that does this for the whole party? Reflex. So I know we do, but just for the setup. We want to... I think for the setup, we're gonna go ahead and put up a magic barrier. A magic wall. you are going to take Mapatra. Oh, it's for the whole party. For some reason I thought it was just for one person. We're fine. We're good. Good. Unfortunately, that did waste a turn for us to get other things done. Let's go ahead and decrease your attack again. Because I still feel like that's more important. Starting to get a little dicey, not like dicey, but like, you know, we gotta pay a little bit of attention, because we only have 6 of those. So if you keep spamming, like, panic or fear or distress, we could be, oh no, actually that only costs 6 SP. We have a bunch of the other ones, I think we had like 17. Never mind, we're still in good shape. I was going to say spam it all you want, but that's a jinx that I don't want. Poison. Oh, so that even reflects that. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. We might just want to keep those up for a little bit, actually. For real, because we mind charge, and if we can keep 10 of those up, because we can do that for 9 more turns, then we don't really have to worry about light and dark attacks either, and I can keep you in, and I can keep spamming Thunder Ring. Which essentially almost clears a health bar. This thing does feel like it's getting stronger with every Arcana change. That's not what I wanted to see, but it is what I expected. We're still good. However, alright. Your hit evasion is back to normal. That's the thing that matters the most, honestly. If I could choose anything, just the luck of missing a shot, that's what I need the most. Yes, you're still stuck on wind, so we're gonna pop this shot. You're gonna try and poison. Good, that'll reflect. Try and poison somebody else. Do Yukari. Gosh darn it. Okay, that's fine. It still missed. And that's better. That's what I was really worried about, that targeted Obi, and I was like, oh boy, that we could get really unlucky here for a second. That's when I started to sweat a little bit. I want you to do this. Our attack is lowered. Not lowered, but back to normal. I guess in that case, go ahead and increase the party's attack. Akihiko. You finish the job. So I can start scanning on this next turn.
The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed.
All is revealed.
Alongside time exists fate, the bearer of cruelty. Eternity awaits.
It sure does. What do we got now? We're at 10. Oh, we're just at 10? Oh my gosh, I thought we were like 11 or something. I thought we were almost at 12. I mean, we're still almost there, but we still got at least 2 more. I think it's 12 Arcanas, right? Or is it I keep forgetting. It's either 12 or 13. Or more. I could just be wrong. I don't know how long this is gonna go for. Right. Do your thing. We're still very good on health. But you're not using any physical attacks, so let's just pop that. How do you use a physical attack all game? Blocks fire. We learned. Blocks ice too.
Fire isn't working. Don't use Agi skills.
Oh, you block all magic. Well, this is what I've been waiting for. Allow me to introduce you to my friend. Displaying adaptability, switch personas 5 times in one battle. Oh, I got an achievement. I didn't know that was a thing. I've never done that before. Let me see. Tactics. You should have Vicious Strike, which should hurt. I wish you had... Somebody else does. It might be more beneficial. It probably won't be because your strength is just so high. Let's just see how it goes. That could have been better. Oh, you have this too. But I think it's still more ideal for you to just be... This is still up. I think we did attack just now. Look, I don't want egg in my face. I'm going back to attack. Okay. Then maybe everything is just up right now. Although I feel like their defense was back to normal. So did I choose right the last time that I went on the Aegis train? Maybe I did. I think his hit evasion went back to normal. That's the thing. And it seems like you're getting more turns per battle too. Or per Arcana too.
Take this.
I'll use it. I really don't want to use the magic mirror right now, actually. Like, that would have been fine. Everybody should have been okay for that one. Evade win, good. 366. I think if everyone just takes a turn, like a turn to attack this turn, we might just defeat this version, which honestly feels like it's for the best. Our hit evasion's gone, but his is still high. Okay, let's see what's up.
The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. Only with strength can one endure suffering.
Yeah, we made it thus far. We must be real strong.
Eternity awaits.
Alright, that's 11 out of hopefully 12. Rakunda. Don't like that. Akiko, you're gonna be okay? He's fine. Good. You do that first.
I'll scan the target.
I'm gonna switch back to Odin. We're gonna pop a Mind Charge. Did we already pop a Mind Charge? Are we still waiting on a Mind Charge attack? We are. Yeah, give it a shot. Why not? That's why we give it a shot, you guys. That's why we give it a shot. Here, because our hit evasion is back down to normal, so I do want to pop that. That I feel like has been a saving grace for a lot of this fight because we've been dodging most of the attacks.
It doesn't seem like strikes will work.
They just want us to use magic. That's fine. I'm fine. You don't have to tell me twice. Let me double check. I think this is still... Nope, it's not. I think every turn I might have to pop that. Attack's back to normal. You might be able to finish the job here. Is this a good idea? Yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, you didn't finish the job. Good dodge. Almighty attack. Oh, Akiko's defense is still rubbish. I gotta keep that in mind. Yeah, do this. Just so I can prepare on the way back around.
The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed.
Okay.
In the face of disaster lies opportunity for renewal.
Nix, look, we're almost done.
Eternity awaits.
This is 12. Oh, that's Hanged Man. Are there 13? There must be 13. Are there 14? Is it 16? I thought it was... Oh, whatever. We'll get there. I thought I was like halfway done. We might not even be... We must have like 1 to like 4 to go. Gosh darn it. I should have studied. I should have paid attention to when Mr. E was teaching us about the Arcanas. But I was, unfortunately. I was paying attention. That was one of his more interesting ones. No. Before we do any of that, you absolutely pop that so we can learn. Let's get our defense going on. Our girl's gonna heal. Okay, never mind. That's an odd 2 that the defense was ready on, but it is what it is. I want to lower... Do I have to do this every turn is the real question? Nope, still okay for right now. Let's lower its attack. That's for the best. That means we get hit less hard. We want to... Yes, because we don't know what you're weak to yet. That's the whole reason. Fuka, you need to be quicker with this.
Careful, the enemy's strong against light.
Okay, so we're back to normal. Oh, no, we're kind of back to normal. Please don't waste that. Please don't waste that. Thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness. Please don't do an all. Okay, sweet. Single target, single target. That's A-okay. We mind charged, I think, in preparation for exactly this. However, here's where things get interesting. I'm mind charged, and it feels like almost certainty we can do this, but now I'm almost sure that we are out of those things, so we're gonna switch back to Gabriel, and we're gonna try and rock out with Gabriel for the rest of the time. Because I am so concerned. So concerned. It was gonna hit, but it's not gonna hit nearly as hard as that electric attack, unfortunately. Oh, that didn't hit hard at all. Uh-oh. That's bad. So it's getting difficult, you guys. This is where this is where everything's kicked up a notch, alright. Make sure those defenses are good. Make sure that this is still good on you. Ugh. We don't need you to do the things, but I do need you to just attack 99, because this is where things could get tricky. Yep, that's what I'm worried about. Because now we're out of those, and Aigis is not going to dodge that, so we're going to have to start reviving people. Yeah. That's real bad. We are not dire straits yet, but it seems like you're going to only be using these kinds of attacks. And that's bad. But you are also a healer. But only for healing purposes, not for reviving purposes. Consort. I should have given you one of those cards. Can you hit hard? I hope you can hit hard. You can't hit that hard either. Oh, this has got to be one of the last ones, too. This has got to be one of the last ones. You can revive people. Right? No, you can just restore. I mean, that's fine at this point. You should put up a magic mirror. Where are they? Here. That should 100%. Oh, but Aigis will not be getting that magic mirror. That's the big ticket issue here, actually. Cause she can revive Aigis, fine. It's just the fact that Aigis doesn't get the effects of that mirror. So you... Good. That's the almighty attack. But that should reflect back. Oh, it doesn't? Okay, well, good to note. Good to note. Alright, here we are. We have the magic mirror up. I'm going to switch back. And if this doesn't do a whole lot of damage, then it's just a lot stronger now. Okay, no, I think it just might have, like, an aversion to ice. Let's just make sure that you're that. Aigis is back alive, so let's go ahead and make sure that you have our hit evasion back to normal. Because now dodging is going to be a necessity. We have that magic wall up, which is great. You got... Oh, I should have healed. I should have healed. Please live. Good. And we won't die to this. And, well, 3 of you dodged it. Even better. We're gonna keep using Thunder Rain. Because we don't have time to mind charge it at this point. This is still good, right? Then I'm gonna have you punch. Yeah. Okay.
The moment man devoured the food of knowledge, he sealed his fate.
He sure did.
Entrusting his future to the cards, man clings to a dim hope.
The cards.
Yet the Arcana is the means by which all is revealed.
Absolutely.
Beyond the beaten path lies the absolute end. It matters not who you are. Death awaits you.
This sounds like the final stage.
Eternity awaits.
Yep, that looks like the final stage. So we gotta break out we gotta break out everything. Cause this is it. This feels like the final stage. This is everything. This is all she wrote. That's up. At this point, honestly. Increase the party's attack. I think we're going to increase the party's attack. We're going to pop a mirror again. Because at this point, I think the mirror is ruined on 3 of you. We won't have time to pop a mirror if I want to heal. I think the mirror is more important.
Here.
I think the mirror is definitely more important. I was going to say, it's not an effect for 2 of you, but one of you is our healer. You're going for ice, so you're trying to get the... Yeah, oh, that didn't do too much at all. Okay, so you're not actually spamming the attacks that I thought you would be spamming.
I sense death. Nyx's true arcana is death.
Okay. Thank you. Please do that.
I'll scan the target.
I knew that her true arcana was death. Thunder Rain. Ooh, that's not a lot of damage. It does seem like you're starting to target specific weaknesses, which is not what I wanted to see. We'll be popping this. We're gonna heal this next turn. But do you want to do SP? Do you want to do SP? We might want to do SP. What else do we have? We have more magic mirrors. Nullifies stat bonuses on all foes. So we have a gem if that ever happens. If you ever double up on your attack power, which I expect. Light, electric, almighty. From most battles, I don't think we'll be able to escape during this one. We have almighty gems. We have a severe almighty one, right? We can't use this? So I assume Obi's the only one who can use these things. Since we've had these the whole time, we might as well use these 3. I don't know if I want to use this one. I should have used this one some other point in the game, because I don't know if I want an unpredictable effect at this point in the juncture. For real, y'all. Here, we'll increase defense this time. I don't know if all of our defenses are gone at this point. Yep, they are. Okay. And our homie...
It's strong against darkness.
It's strong against everything, for real. Fully restore everybody's health. My big concern is that it starts spamming dark attacks, which would suck because we have no more sacrifices. That's just wind. He's not even weak to wind. That's electric. He blocks electric. Nyx doesn't understand what this fight does. Can I use the other things? I can. Severe Almighty to all. Probably should use that. We made this one recently, right? Armageddon? Summer Dream. It's the boss fight. It's the final boss fight. Let's see what it does. For real, for real. Ooh, I should have used more of those during the game. Cause that's hype. Oh, I really should have used more than those during the game. That did... Had I known, I probably would have monologued before popping that. That's an instant kill, basically. That did 99.99. I'll take it.
Did we do it?
Yeah, Mitsuru, we didn't do it how I thought we were gonna do it. I expected to use that once and maybe take out half of the health bar. And then go back and use I was just gonna pop the severe ones twice, and I was like, that might be the end of the match if I use all three of these. Nope. Because I know severe damage does so much, and I was like, ultimate damage, that must do even more than severe. Severe. I was like, let's pop that one first. Maybe we can whittle them down all the way to almost nothing. It just KO'd. Oh, please don't tell me there's a phase 2. Wait, can I get that other thing back? It's standing back up. Oh, I should have expected a phase 2. I should have expected a phase 2.
Such a pity.
Oh, is it not a phase 2? It sounds like a phase 2.
You understand fate, yet you still fight against it with all of your will. If more people were like you, then perhaps the fall could have been prevented.
Oh, it's a phase 2.
But it's too late now.
Oh, dang. It's a phase 2.
The moon.
Oh.
What is
Well.
that?
You know, I thought it was just a smidgen.
This can't be real.
We have to fight the moon? The moon's an eye?
Soon. Soon it will descend upon us.
Uh-oh.
Upon us all.
Well, that's bad.
What the? What the hell is going on here?
What is that?
Oh yeah, everyone's getting to see it for the first time. Usually they're coffins.
What is that? Some kind of event?
Look at the moon! It's glorious!
Just as the prophecy foretold!
The end of the world! It's really here! Everything they said was true!
Mass hysteria. Oh gosh. I thought we won. Here I was thinking that was too easy, apparently. Whoops-a-daisy. Tartarus's Peak. You can hear pandemonium in the city. Well, yeah, that would cause pandemonium.
Something's coming from the moon!
Not the moon.
What is this? This is nothing.
Dang.
How ridiculous. Are you out of your mind?
Look who's talking!
Death is imminent. Surely you know this. What do you hope to accomplish now? I wanted to see the end with my own eyes. Jin.
That was his wish.
I will never give up.
Oh, true?
Never.
You're right, she doesn't feel that.
This is that which is inevitable. You'll only suffer.
Damn it! I won't back down!
Oh, never mind. All of them are out here for it.
I'll fight till the end.
Gosh darn, I'm about to fight this again. How do I beat the moon? Artax can't even get up there.
Son of... We have come this far. I will not submit!
Obi, what can you do? You're that guy. Your consciousness is fading. Obi-san. Oh, the Velvet Room. I know those floors anywhere. I know those doors anywhere. Igor, I died. This is the Velvet Room? Welcome to the Velvet Room.
This isn't the afterlife. You're still alive.
Are you sure? Every time I die, I come here.
Do you remember what I once told you?
Something about a contract?
How the strength of your social links will determine your potential.
I got some strong ones.
Listen. Can you hear the many voices? Each one's power is limited, yet they all reach out to you.
Oh, true.
Can you feel them?
Can I feel them? Can you feel the love? Yes, I sense them.
Close your eyes and listen carefully. Their voices may be faint, but certainly you hear them.
What is this? A mysterious massive energy is gathering. The powerful emotions of your friends and loved ones are flowing into your heart. Hidetoshi, I know you're facing a difficult task, but I believe that you can overcome any obstacle. Something frightful's going on, but we won't give up. That's right, dear. Obi-chan wouldn't want us to lose hope. My guys, I spent time with them on the last day on Earth. Something crazy's going on here, but I know you're out there doing all you can, Obi. So I won't lose my cool either, you tell me that. Because you gave me hope, I'll be alright. So please, hang in there. Maya. Oh god, this can't be happening. I wish I could talk to him and calm myself down. I don't even know what he looks like, but I hope he's okay. He has to be. I can feel it. Obi-kun, I know you're trying to stay focused. You were there when I needed you. I hope I can do the same. Hey Obi-kun, can you believe what's going on? I know you must be doing everything you can, so I will too. Maiko! She's not even in town anymore. Everyone else is scared, but not me. You showed me how to be tough. I won't give up. What a being. President Tanaka! What on earth made you think at a time, think of me at a time like this? Made you think of me at a, I don't even, he said words. Well, I suppose you did teach me a thing or two about loyalty. You must be fighting the good fight right about now. You taught me that running away never solves anything. So I'm here for you, kid. I know now that I'm not the only one who's suffered. You've endured a lot too. But you can't give up. You taught me that.
Can you hear them?
I can hear them all.
These are the voices of hope that wish to help you.
Thank you.
Separately, they are weak. But together, they will bring about a great change in you. Now is the time to draw on the true strength of the bonds you have forged.
Okay. It's a card.
I never dreamed of seeing that card with my own eyes.
What is it? It looks like the space card. The Space Arcana?
This is indeed a surprise.
Oh, true?
Behold, the last power you and I shall unveil.
Okay. Hopefully it's gun like Persona 5 where we just shot a
It is the
god.
power to bring about a new beginning.
Or...
the ultimate end.
Oh, I don't like that.
It may be possible now, with this newfound power. You may be able to defeat the one who cannot be defeated.
Oh, okay.
What you have in your hands is the power of the universe.
He's got the whole universe in his hands.
Nothing is outside the realm of possibility for you now.
Thank you, Igor. Well, alright, I guess nothing's outside of the realm of possibility for him now. You obtained the universe. Well, I'll be.
We will soon reach your destination.
All you have to do to obtain the universe is date 4 girls? 5 including Lizzie? Well, alright.
It seems that in addition to death, fate has also dealt you the wild card. You must accept your destiny. Our contract
We're
has
officially
been
the wild
fulfilled.
card.
I have completed my role as well.
Thank you, Igor.
You were truly a remarkable guest.
It's been real as always. But can I still come and visit? Lizzie, especially? Suspense. The elevator finally reached its destination. Hey, Obi, get up. Oh, he did. Alright, well, shoot it in the eye. Oh, we're not even shooting, we're just floating, right? For real? What? Oh, poor Igus.
What is he doing?
Damn it! Why the hell can't I stand up?
Why? After all we've been through.
Oh, Junpei's trying so hard.
Stop! Don't do this! Come back!
Don't worry, I'm gonna just shoot it in the eye. Oh, I wonder... Did we just fly into the eye? This is surreal. We're just floating out here. Goodness gracious. I can't imagine what this would have been like without the cutscenes and just Persona... just the portable engine. Would it just have said, Obi floats through space. Is that an egg? Is that the yolk of time? The ultimate yolk? One step, two step. I have to fight an egg? Alright, Death 1v1 me. You better not use any death personas. That's against the rules. Did I live? I lived. Oh, I can't. Well, I guess I got to attack. Oh, this is Nyx's true form. It's not even the avatar. This is Nyx. Oh. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Wait, I only have 1 HP. Wait a second. Wait. But I was. Oh, I withstood. All right, good job. Obi, I didn't know you could do it twice.
Can
Don't give up. We have to believe in him.
Can y'all heal me from here? Yukari!
take my life if you must.
Are they healing me? The power of friendship! I have a little bit more health. Okay. Oh, you can't fall here. Okay, well, dope.
Yeah, I'm willing to risk mine too.
Yeah, if y'all could give me some more of that friendship, it felt real good last time. Yeah, give me some more of that friendship.
No, he's not alone. I won't let him die.
Yeah, I'll take some more. Thank you, some more of that friendship. That's real tasty. Oh, y'all had some much better friendship than the other ones. That was much better recovery. All right, am I stronger now? Oh, okay. Look, y'all got to do better with your friendship. You cannot fall here, man. Block. Let's go, Mario.
I won't allow this world to be destroyed.
Thank you, you two.
All right. Let's do this.
I was hoping. I was like, it would feel so perfect if just from the heavens we heard Shinjiro and all of it before I said it. Oh, that got me. Oh, that's real. Hey, y'all thought Armageddon was strong. Honey. That egg looked like it's cracking. Let me put a band-aid on it. Nyx. Is he about to hit the objection? The Great Seal. Defeat Nyx. My friends in space!
Where are we?
Space! I just said!
Did Nyx create this place? Or was it him?
Is he alright, Fuka? What happened?
Sense him, please!
Everything was engulfed by a bright light. I don't sense him. Don't tell me he...
No, that can't be.
He's our leader, he would never!
Try again. He can't be the only one. You gotta be kidding me.
Damn it. Not again.
Oh, Akihiko.
We all decided to put our lives on the line. In fact, we came here knowing we would most likely die.
How could I be so powerless? This is what I was trying to prevent.
Oh, I guess.
You're there, aren't you? I know you are.
Yeah, I'm here.
I refuse to believe that you're gone.
Cool.
Answer me!
We'll be there on graduation day.
I know you can hear me!
We're here. Please let us hear your voice.
Everyone is desperately calling out to you. Hey, y'all, it's cool.
Don't worry.
Who was that? Is that Bobby?
That voice.
I will sleep once again.
That is Bobby.
Normal days will return to this universe for you, and for him. He's found the answer to life's greatest question. It just happened a bit sooner than it will for the rest of you.
Life's greatest question.
I guess you'll find the answer one day as well. You too are a precious living thing.
Oh.
You just need to realize how the bonds of friendship have changed you.
Oh yeah, he realized that he was on the brink of death, and then friendship put him at 100%, made it so it blocked a big old death attack. He literally blocked death.
The bonds of friendship.
Death was like, how you doing? And Obi was like, no.
The dark hour will soon vanish from this world. All will truly be relinquished from its dominion, and the legacy of life will continue.
Excellent.
Congratulations. You have the miracle you sought.
Yes, this is the miracle that I wanted all along.
We shall meet again someday.
Wait, no. You're supposed to go to sleep and we're supposed to never meet again. Hold on a minute. Us meeting again means that Nyx is coming back, so no thank you.
Where is this? Huh? The entrance to Tartarus? When did we...
Yukari, we were just in space. Stop asking silly questions.
Wait, look!
What am I looking at? Oh, is it disappearing? Komaru! And the rest of them. The clock finally strikes 12 for real on Tartarus. There it goes. I wonder if they're gonna redo all of the cutscenes for Persona 3 Reload. They did it. Oh, hey, it's me! What's up, y'all? Where is he, though? Oh, she's... She cried. I don't think she has that function. Did he also will Aigis into being a real human being? Into existence? By an unexpected miracle, the world has been saved from the fall. Peace was restored, and people resumed their busy lives. No one remembered anything about the extraordinary turn of events, and so the season changed. February, March. 3-3. Whew. Ah, boo! No, give me the world-ending music back. Nyx, come back. Yo.
Damn, it's cold. But of course, you never miss a day of school.
You're right.
Man, can you believe this year's already over? We're practically seniors now.
Yeah, they get to enjoy their senior year.
Just one more year. You think anything interesting will happen?
I hope not. You never know.
Well, seeing the current seniors makes me wonder. Seems like all they frickin' do is study. Talk about boring.
My thing is, do they remember about everything?
Is that gonna be us next year? Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something?
I guess it's here.
Hey, is that girl looking at us?
I guess would still remember because she's a machine?
Dude, she's pretty cute. How come I never noticed her before?
They really did forget everything. Oh, I don't like that.
What are you talking about? She lives in the same dorm as us.
Seriously?
What?
What's her name then?
It's Igus.
I don't know.
What?
So then why are you giving me a hard time? Anyway, it's always crazy in the dorms this time of year. With so many people coming and going. Oh yeah, did you hear? Akihiko-senpai's moving out.
Well, yeah, he's a senior graduating.
You know, the captain of the boxing team.
I know who he is, but I haven't really talked to him.
Man.
Of course, all the graduates are leaving, even Kirijo-senpai.
Miss Student Council President. She's in our dorm too, huh?
Yep.
Man, what's up with that girl? Hey there, are you looking at us? Is something wrong?
It's nothing.
She looks kind of depressed, doesn't she?
Yeah, because we don't remember anything, but clearly she does.
Wait, do you think she might be interested in one of us?
She's definitely interested in Obi.
I doubt it.
You were absolutely wrong, Yukari.
Ouch, that hurts.
This time I have to side with Junpei.
By the way, Yuka-tan, never mind, forget it.
Aw, come on now, don't give me that.
Well, do you remember how we became friends? I mean, don't take it the wrong way. I was just thinking.
Well, it's not like we're best friends or anything, so I guess it just kinda happened.
Yeah, I guess so.
It is kind of weird, actually, now that I think about it. But I can't really explain why. Anyway, that girl.
Oh, crap.
The days go by peacefully without incident. Do we remember? Okay. Let's do this end game, I guess. Well, no matter what people said, a lot happened this year. Nothing is coming to mind, but I know we did something huge. Weird, how could I forget something so important? Oh man, I'm getting a headache. Dude, what the hell did we do this whole year? They really don't remember. Changing semester sucks, man. Okay, yeah. Ugh. I hate that. Do you guys remember that we dated? Oh, hey, Bukun, are you leaving now? Me too. At least I want to. But I've got somewhere to go. Where? I'll tell you, but don't laugh, okay? I'm going to the public library. Honestly, I hardly ever read in the school library. I'm studying sports medicine, so I really don't have any time today. But since we're here together, why don't we talk for a while? Well, at least walk me to the entrance. Well, I'll be going now. Hopefully this didn't lock me out of anything. I'm sure it didn't. I do hope that it's like, you have like a little like, secret like, 11th cutscene for all the people you got to rank 10. Come on, let's go out. Jeez, you know I can't. Remember what I told you before about finding my dream? I've never had anything like that until now, so I've been slacking off. Honestly, my grades suck. It's tough to get them back up. That's why I need to try hard. Seriously, I seriously want to go and have fun with you, cross my heart. I want to be with you. And I kind of want to feel you too. But I gotta be patient. That's why I keep telling myself. I want to take my dream in my own hands and stand next to you with my head held high. I want to walk alongside you. Just you watch. I'll charm the pants off of you, and you'll fall in love with me all over again. Just kidding. See, I really need to be patient. Alright, Yuko. Hey, you know what they say? You know that saying, rather beer tastes better after an honest day's work, right? That's just what I mean. If we're patient and now and we cool off for a while, then later on... You idiot. Look at what you're making me say. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. I'll see you later. Let's go out again soon sometime. Alright. Okay, cool. So I can just hang out with all the people we have a rank 10 with. So she is out of here now. Chiro, let's talk. Oh, Obi-san, are you okay? You don't look so good. You should get home and get some rest before it gets worse. Right now I'm sorry you're feeling sick. Here I am making you stand out and around. What are we gonna say? Obi-san. Well, it isn't much, but... Alright. Look at this flyer here. The history of passionate love between students and teachers. I don't like that. People are free to fall in love with each other. There's nothing bad about it. I can see why it'd be a problem if it was a teacher and a student, but that doesn't give them the right to make fun of it like this. I'm going to write a protest letter to the school paper. Oh, I'll be on my all on my own, alright? I'll go by myself. Obi-san, thank you very much. I've made up my mind. It's not much, but next year I want to join the student council. The things that they showed me the way to change myself, it was the student council and you. So I want to push myself harder. I want to like myself more. That's a good goal. And I want you to like me more too. I want to be the first one in your thoughts. That's why, I like you. What am I saying? I can't believe I said something like that at school. I'm sorry. Well, you also barked at Mitsuru and said, he's mine. Well, excuse me. Maybe next time we could go home together. Or, if not there, I'd like to see a lot of, there's a lot of places I'd like to see. I want to visit each of them with you. Well, that was pleasant. Alright, we got a whole bunch of people to talk to then. Nobody there. Wonder if anybody's on the rooftop. No, I shouldn't go to the rooftop. That's where we're supposed to meet. That's the absolute last place I should go. Hidetoshi. Hello, Obi-kun. You don't look good. Are you okay? Well, time flies. It's already March. Oh, I wonder what the menu looks like right now. There's something I wanted to tell you. We'll still be able to talk to each other next year, but I wanted to say this while we're still both on the student council. I'm going to quit the council. Whoa. I'm just not going to apply next year. That cigarette business gave me a lot to think about. This may sound odd, but do you think this country is headed in the right direction? Well, if it goes the way that it goes into Persona 5, then I don't think so. I see, me neither. Around January, there was a sinister cult growing in popularity. True. A society without a future for many people out there, that's the reality. I was thinking, how could we change that? What would it take to change society? And I thought, maybe one influential person could start a revolution. But starting a revolution, just because you have power, to do it creates more problems. Yup. Persona 5. That's what the Nixus incident taught me. I have realized how naive I've been. Now, I think it's the best thing for society is more education. Things that each of us have to learn before going out into the world. That's what's needed the most, so I'm thinking of becoming a teacher. And you know what? I think that honestly might be a pretty decent fit for him. He is admittedly very stern, but very caring. Hidetoshi's one of the characters that I think grew on me the most in this series. Not the most, but he's like up there. He's like up there in like my top 3 or 4. A society is dictated by its people. If we improve the people's minds, society will be improved likewise. Aren't you going to laugh at me, say something like, you a teacher? No, I said the opposite actually. No, don't laugh. I see. I'll do my best. That's all I wanted to tell you. That, and to say thanks. It was thanks to you that I reached this conclusion. Hidetoshi, I'm so proud of Hidetoshi. There's my guy here. I wanted to see the menu. Yeah, it's just the regular menu here. All of our stats and our personas are gone, which would make sense. Let's go and save real quick. In here. Yep. Because we did it. We beat Nyx. Now we just gotta say goodbye to everybody. If I pull up the map... Yeah, I can still go everywhere. But I wonder if Maiko's gonna be here to say goodbye. Oh, Ken's here too! Ken, what are you doing here? Hello, Obi-san. Phew, I'm glad you're here. I feel awkward coming to the high school. Oh, I almost forgot. I came here to drop something off, something Sonata-senpai forgot. He's usually level-headed, but he can be forgetful sometimes. There's something else too. About Aragaki-senpai, I remember he was at the dorm a little while ago. I never talked to him, but whenever I think of him, I feel sad, and I don't know why. Like there's some painful memories I'm missing. Oh, son. I can't remember. All I do remember is that I have to do something. But what? I don't know. Why would I forget something like that? Sorry about that. I felt so uncomfortable. I'm so comfortable rather talking to you that I just went on and on. I like you, Obi-senpai. You listen to what people have to say. And you went to the movies with me instead of treating me like a little kid. He remembers that! So, thanks for being nice to me. Oh, kiddo. Okay, yeah, good on you. I'm proud of you. Oh, hey. I don't mind, but you were going out with Yuko, huh? I sure was, Kazushi. She's been pretty energetic. Is that all because of you? Last time she had this huge book about knees, and she was trying to figure out which muscles were where. It really tickled, but how come she can't practice that stuff on you, dude? Well, she's a great girl. Don't let her down, okay, man? Now, why did I just say that? Oh yeah, I have something to talk to you about. I heard back from the hospital about my knee. The results are in. And it's 100% healed! Awesome. They said I can keep doing kendo. Dude, I was so happy. I almost broke the doctor's back when I hugged him. But I did break his arms. But now thinking about it, if I had kept hiding the pain in my knee, I get goosebumps, man. I was pushing myself too hard trying to catch up to you, and I got pissed off because nothing seemed to go right. I went too far and shot my knee all to hell. Man, I was acting like a little kid. I thought so anyway. I kept saying it was for my nephew, but it was just for my pride. And I got you, the guys on the team, and my whole parents worried for nothing. Man, I was such a baby. Yeah, don't worry about it. Ha, thanks, man. Well, at least I finally snapped out of it, even if it took me long enough. Thanks, Obi. I couldn't have done it if it weren't for, if you hadn't been there for me, rather. I swear, right here and right now, that I'm gonna do better next year. I'm not gonna jump to conclusions like that. I'm gonna listen to people. It's hard for me, but... Well, that's about it. I just wanted to tell you first. Now I'm gonna head to the faculty office and tell everybody there, and then tell the team. Dude, are you alright? You look kinda tired. Go get some rest, man. Your health is the most important thing, right? Everyone's been saying that he's been looking tired. That's why I wanted to check the menu if it said, like, tired. But I guess, no, it wasn't yesterday. It was a long time ago at this point. Huh. If you're still signed up for spring tournament, if you slack off, man, I'm gonna leave you in the dust. Later. Kazushi. Our guy. Nobody in the hallway here. Oh yeah! My dude here. And Akiko's here. Akiko, what's up? Hey Obi, we don't bump into each other that much, do we? Yeah. Usually I'd straight to the gym, but today I just felt like looking around the school. This is the last day, so... It seems like... it seemed to pass by really quick, but at the same time it felt like it took forever. I've done nothing but box for all 3 years that I've been here. Is that right? Wait, no. I hung out with my dorm mates too. I even went to the movies with you. I had fun doing it. If we hadn't lived in the same dorm, we might have never known each other. It's pretty weird to think about. I won't be in the dorm much longer, but I'll always be your senpai. If there's something bothering you, tell me, okay? Whatever it is, I'll help you. Appreciate that, my guy. Keisuke. Talk to me. Talk to me, Keisuke. Oh, Obi-kun. Are you feeling alright? You don't look so good. Please check me out, my guy. If there are no symptoms, it could be anemia. Do you want me to take you to the nurse's office? Well, first though, I want to tell you something. I took the college entrance exam, and I failed. No, Keisuke, that's not good. Well, I'm just laughing because he has this big cheeky grin on his face. It's the first time I ever failed this badly, haha. I'm going to study harder and starting this spring, good. I thought I'd studied enough, but I guess I started too late. You did start really late, because I guess you hadn't planned to do it until, like, December or November, from when we finished your thing. Before, I probably would have given up after hearing about it, but not anymore. I want to be a doctor and save as many people's lives as I can. I want to protect my loved ones. There's a lot of ways I can do that, but my way is to heal them. Man, if only you were on the team, you could have been a great healer. So I won't give up anymore. I'm going to try the entrance exams again next year. I want a Persona spin-off game. Where it's all of these side characters. And instead they're on the team. They're on C's instead. Or they're a part of C's instead. Anyway. And this time I'll be shooting for the top score. Thanks, Obi-kun. I think it was because of your help so much this year that I've changed so much. I'll be graduating a year earlier than you, but I won't forget about you. We won't forget about you either, Keisuke. Let's go back down through here. We'll talk to Mitsuru next. Can we go into the library? No. The faculty office? You can hear... Oh, no. You can hear Miss Toriumi's voice from within. Go inside. Oh, no. Miss Toriumi and Miss Teriuchi are talking. Anyway, you've been different lately, Miss Toriumi. You look more and more like a professional. Your lesson the other day intrigued me too. It seemed like you spent a lot of time preparing it. Never seen you so passionate about teaching before. It's unparalleled. Unparalleled. Yes, I've been studying more than just making preparations lately. Things like how to communicate lessons that I want to teach. But it does seem odd that I'd start now, though. Thing is, I decided to stop wasting my time, always living only in the present. How wonderful. I'm impressed by your change of heart. What brought this on? Well, when I was just goofing off on one weekend, I met someone. So I took a closer look at my life. That person, well, yes, it must have been a person. Yes, I understand. I myself once went through a similar epiphany. Now that I think about it, I met my darling husband thanks to a destiny called fate. A destiny called fate? Isn't that like saying my headache hurts? No, goodness gracious. Anyway, isn't that a harsh thing to say to a single girl like me? Ahahaha. Well, if you'll excuse me, teachers seem busy. You decide to leave. Ah, Wan-kun! Is everything okay? Do you need something? You don't look so well. Maybe you should visit the nurses. Oh, you dropped something. Miss Toriumi picked up your cell phone. It seems Miss Toriumi noticed the wallpaper on it. Oh! You set that as your wallpaper, Obi? My guy! This! Now, Obi's cell phones aren't allowed at school. That screen. I love you, read downward. My. What a charming confession of love. Did you make this, Obi? It's from my online girlfriend. Online girlfriend? Never mind that, what's going on? Why would Obi-kun have the screen cap? Don't tell me he got it online, but the only ones who were on the server were... Huh? No way. It can't be! It is! Is this a joke? No! Miss Toriumi started flipping out. Calm down, Mrs. Toriumi. Help, someone call a doctor. Obi-kun, don't tell me. You're Tatsuya? I said all that to you? No. This is bad. No! Miss Toriumi took her flipping to a whole new level. Sob. Miss Toriumi's crying. This can't be happening. I quit the school. I'm leaving. I'm never coming back. Oh, I wish I was just dead. Just kill me now. Ah! Hey, yo, please calm down. It's fine. It's fine. Sob. I'm Maya. I'm Maya, damn it. You got a problem with that? Why don't you say something? Jeez, you idiot. This is so embarrassing. Toriumi threw the file she was holding at you. I'm telling the principal. But that there was one thing I wanted to say if we ever met face to face. It was thanks to you that I was able to turn my life around, so I'm grateful. Wipe that smile off your face, or I'll wipe it off with my fist. Toriumi, please. If you don't mind, maybe we could have dinner. Toriumi? Toriumi threw the dictionary she was holding at you. Oh, the hell with this. Toriumi ran away! Alright, well, you know, great. I'm glad that she had that reaction instead. I gotta go into... Is the nurse's office open? Nope, okay. Mitsuru. Well, what's the matter? You don't look well. Make sure to get some rest, Obi. Oh, you're blushing, huh? My apologies. Of course I meant... So these things still happened. Juan? Okay. If you don't mind, could we go somewhere to talk? I have some business to take care of later on, but I want to be with you until then. Oh, of course, sure. Let's go to the student council room. I'd like to see it once more before I graduate. Well, okay. This room brings back memories. I was only away for a little while due to exams. The results haven't been posted yet, but I don't have any doubts that I passed. This spring, I'll formally become a university student. So this will be my last chance to see the view from here. I don't have much free time today. All the members of the head family are gathering for a briefing session. The Kirijo group looks strong right now, but actually it's very frail. It could collapse at any time. I must stay strong. Mitsuru seems a little tired. Can I help? Of course you can. In fact, there's something only you can do. Who else will help me relax if I become exhausted? Who else will lend a shoulder when I need support? If you can think of anyone else, let me know. That's delightful. Soon I'll be saying my farewells to the dorm too. I've been slowly packing my things up, but it's not going well. Everything brings back memories, a book, a picture, a piece of clothing, and on and on. My senior year seemed short, but very full. It went by so quickly, especially after you arrived. Anytime I'd pass you in the dorm or speak with you, I thought my heart would burst. Goodness gracious. I never knew I had such feelings inside. If you hadn't come to this school, I wonder what would have become of me if I had met you. Would I have accepted my arranged marriage? Or would I have gotten on my motorcycle one day and driven off and never returned? Fate is a mysterious thing. I'm glad she remembers all those things. But there's no use on... So it seems like they do sort of remember some of the social link stuff that they had. But I guess we didn't really have a bunch of social link stuff with... or any social link stuff with Akihiko. All of our stuff was bonding through Tartarus. But I guess if you play from the female perspective, it's probably a different little change. But there's no use dwelling on the past. I have things that must be done to secure a future for the Kirijo group and myself. You can be a part of that future too, Obi. You're dang right. You're dang right. You understand? Come visit the Kirijo head family sometime. Don't worry. It's just to say hello. I want them to get used to your face. It's almost time. I have to be on my way. I wish we could see each other back at the dorms, but I'll be late tonight, maybe this weekend. Just the two of us, of course. Yo, Mitsuru, she's smooth out here with it. Where's the yes button? Well, see ya. Alright, well, let's keep going then. Alright, that's fantastic. I gotta talk to we gotta save the old homies for last. They're the ones. They're my homies. They're the real ones. we hang out with them last on the on our days. Ew, even Ken's gone. So even when you talk to, I guess all the party members are just probably scattered throughout the city. So not at the dorms. I mean, can we go to the dorm? Who knows? I was wondering if he would be at the shrine. Koromaru! Buddy! Oh, he doesn't even have our collar and special stuff. Koromaru seems to be staring at into the shrine, rather. Whimper. Koromaru seems sad. Whine. Koromaru doesn't seem to want to move from where he's sitting. Koromaru. I love him. Hello there? Oh, you must be... Oh, by any chance is your name Obi-kun? Yes? I see, so you're Obi-kun. Oh, excuse me, I'm Mrs. Kamaki. Akinari's mother. My son talked a lot about you. I was just thinking about him. If you have time, could you sit here and talk about him with me? Okay. That's wonderful. Please sit down. Today is a special day. It is? What a coincidence seeing you here today. Wait, hold on. What a coincidence seeing you here today. It must be another one of God's tricks. Wow, the voice runs in the family. It sure does, Obi-kun. It sure does. Today is my son Akinari's birthday, 3-3, graduation day too. Oh, Akinari. He'd be 20 if he was still alive. Only 19 years. Oh, it wasn't long enough. Man, that's really sad. He was almost an adult, but he never made it. He had a genetic disease. Me, I'm healthy as a horse, but him... The doctors detected it at birth. They knew he wouldn't live to see adulthood. Every day I wondered if he'd wake up the next morning. I blamed myself for what he inherited. But he said something to me near the end. I'm sorry to have brought you so much pain into your life, Mother. I'm glad to have been given life. I'm glad to have been your son. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the life you had given me. That's what he said. He was the one who suffered so much, and yet he said that to me. My son brought me a lot of joy too, holding his warm body in my arms just after he was born, those tiny hands. That first smile, hearing him breathe easily at night. Every day I gave thanks for him being alive. Every day I found new joy in him. Now I'm so lonely and there's nothing I can do. This is where Igus pops in and says, "You are not alone." I'm sorry. This is such a feeling scene. It's because I had to stop for a second there when Akihiko was Akinari was talking. He was like, "Oh, I'm so glad to have been your son," and I don't know why that hit me really hard. My boy gave me so much. Then I have to keep going on, looking straight ahead. That's how I feel. I'll eat the finest foods, visit the most exotic places. Everything my boy could never do. I'll have so many stories to tell him about the things I've done. One day, we meet again on the other side. If I didn't have that to look forward to, I don't know how I could go on. That's a fantastic outlook. That reminds me, when my son's condition worsened, he started writing a fable. But when I was cleaning out his room, I could never find the notebook. He said he was going to show it to you first when he was done. I asked why not me, and he laughed and said, "You'll be the second one to see it, Mom." Oh. We must still have it. I suppose he wasn't able to finish the story. No, that's wrong! I have the notebook. My son, he was able to give it to you. You explained how you received the note from Akinari and that you heard the entire story from him. I see. I'm so glad. That was my only regret. Now no regrets. It was awful to think that he wasn't able to finish his project. I see. You showed on to that notebook, I'm sure that's what my boy would have wanted. I'll wait for him to tell it to me, I'll wait for him to tell it to me himself. There we go. When I see him again, it's gonna get published into a regular book. Obi's about to make a cash cow. Now I have something else to look forward to. Miss Kamiki stood up quietly. I'm glad you and I could finally meet. Thank you. There's one piece of advice I'd like to give you as an old lady to a young man. Take good care of the ones dearest to you. If you wait until their time has come, you'll be clinging onto their cold bodies and it's too late. Oh my gosh. Ugh. She's 100% right. Everyone who's born will die someday. Not just Akinari or you or me, it happens to everyone. So before that happens, it doesn't take a grand gesture. You don't have to make a big production of it, but if you love someone, let them know it. Too true. Too true. We all go through, cause once again, tomorrow sure ain't promised. We all go through life with the same struggles, the same heartbreak. We should be able to prop each other up with the same level of love and kindness as well. I'm sure you have some precious, something precious you can share with people. Always remember that. I wasn't expecting this dialogue. I really wasn't. I'm glad it's here, though. Mrs. Kamiki left without looking back. My gosh. My gosh. Ugh. The strip mall. Who's here? The boy. This is what I wanted to see the most. Oh, that cat? He's not here. My mom said it was okay to take him home. And I came the next day to pick him up and he was gone. That means he was free, right? So I bet things will be better for him this way. That's okay. I won't look for him. I know he's doing great somewhere out there. Somewhere out. Oh, no, I can't yet. I'll come back for them. I'll come back for them. Also, hold up a minute. Let's let me stop this because it was gonna be just a long one, ain't it? Stop the recording, and here we go. Now we'll keep on keeping on. Here, let's go this way. Let's go to Port Island Station. Anybody here that I want to talk to? Negative. You guys in the back streets. All the graffiti and the stuff is cleaned up. Makes sense. So there's nobody here. Let's go to the town map. No, there's definitely people at the mall. I just need to check the mall and the dorm at this point, I guess. I would expect Tanaka and the old man. Oh, what do you have to say? Are you looking for the boy? Aren't you the boy who used to talk to the monk upstairs? He actually called here trying to reach you. I think he had a message for you, but I can't quite remember it. Hey, don't freak out, just hang on a second. The bartender walked into the club. Here you go. I wrote it down, good thinking, huh? But my handwriting isn't good, so I hope you can read it. I found my wife and son. Good. My son's a good-for-nothing punk, and my wife is frigid as usual. That witch. Hey, what? Shut up, I'm on the phone. He wrote everything down! A lot's happened. I apologize 1,000 times and everything's back to normal now. I guess you could say we're back in love with each other. I realized. Rather than holding on to my pride, I needed to suck it up and apologize. Thanks to you, Obi. Take care, kid, till we meet again. That's the end of it. I hope I didn't miss anything. That sounds about right. He didn't leave any contact info or anything. But I'm sure you'll meet him again somewhere. Hey, maybe you should become a monk. Those guys all know each other, right? Anyway, stop by this place anytime if you want a drink, as soon as you're 21, of course. See ya! Oh yeah, when I came to prepare to open, one of the regulars was already here. Don't you know him too? He looks so depressed. You should ask him what's wrong. Me? Nah. What? This guy? He's always here and depressed. The man you've seen before is drinking alone again, It's you! We seem to run into each other a lot lately, huh? He seems severely depressed today. I haven't had a single good night's sleep lately. Keep having this weird dream. And I know exactly why. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing, but, well, I cheated on my girl. My guy, you dummy. You remember the one I was stuck with? She might be pregnant. I'm starting to feel guilty about the whole thing. Ha, stupid, isn't it? Hey. Do you think it's an unforgivable sin to cheat on someone, or is it just human nature? I don't like this. Because Obi kind of has been seeing a bunch of people. I think it's really, really bad. Is it a sin, though? It's not natural. I think it's bad. I think it's the worst. You should never. But an Obi standpoint, that seems a little hypocritical. I'm gonna leave him alone with his thoughts. I don't know. I'm not surprised, haha. It's not something a guy my age should be asking a high schooler anyway. When I was young, I thought my life was just beginning. Now I'm past 30 and nothing ever seemed to have got going for me. Every day, it's more of the same betrayals and acting on my ridiculous desires. Wonder if I'm gonna have that dream again tonight. Shit, I feel like I'm going insane. Why'd they want me to talk to him? Where's Tanaka? Maybe he's on the TV. Maybe he is on the TV. That would actually make a lot of sense. I actually want to go to here. Oh, I wanted to talk to Mr. Cop. Is the Velvet Room door gone? Oh my gosh. Lizzie. Gosh darn it. Karaoke! It's too crowded right now, sad. Alright, let's get out of here. So at this point we've gone everywhere except for the dorm. I doubt it's gonna let me go back into the dorm, right? Oh, it does. The TV's left on. The news is on. Coming up next, a special report on the amazing... Oh, this is what I actually wanted to see. But we didn't get a chance to talk to the old people. Gosh darn, I'm going to reload the save. A special report on the amazing Tanaka's Amazing Commodities Program. President Tanaka's failure to account for certain expenditures has caused a stir in the media lately. We now join our field reporter live from the scene. I'm reporting from the Amazing Commodities head office where a swarm of journalists has convened. Word has it that President Tanaka will be coming out shortly to make a statement. The tension in the air can't be denied. Thank you. We'll be looking forward to updates as soon as anything happens back to the studio. The unaccounted expenditure has sparked a massive investigation. Some theorize tax evasion is the cause. Oh, there's no question about it. I remind you that this is President Tanaka we're talking about. He tricks his own viewers for a few extra bucks. I bet he slit his mama's throat for a 5 yen piece. Oh my gosh. No matter how high his net worth rises, he'll never be satisfied. He's lower than the scum on the earthworm's belly. All that money and no charity's ever seen a dime. Well, I'm sure he's not as bad as all that. Oh, this just in. Something has happened at the scene. President Tanaka's emerged. What? He's carrying a microphone. It looks like he's going to sing? Hi everyone! Amazing Commodities is here for your year-round rain or shine. We have a monopoly on the cheapest high-quality products. Cheapest high quality, okay. Our customers' ecstatic screams cause noise pollutions. Our stock rise so high they're a hazard to birds, and we make losers every day out of people who don't buy. We're the only miracle left in this sad, desolate world. That's the Amazing Commodities guarantee. We look forward to your business. And that's all he had to say. His car drove off. Oh, he's gone. What the hell are you doing? You call yourself a journalist? If you can't get one lousy comment out of him, you're as good as free advertising. We'll have... He even played a song too. We'll have to interrupt you there. We just received a fax. It's from President Tanaka. The message reads, "Hi, this is Tanaka, the best friend your pocketbook ever had. And what's in my pocketbook is my own business. It's not my company's money, so what's it to them how I use it? But let me make one thing clear, rather. I'm not ashamed of a single thing. My conscience is clear, dear viewers, so buy my products guilt-free." Commodities, Amazing Commodities. Here for you year-round rain or shine. Buy now or you'll drown in bitter tears. Bye-bye. Apparently he has no intention of revealing his use for the funds. Has this Tanaka no shame? Just because he's made some money for himself doesn't mean he can toy with the common man's emotions. As a self-appointed representative, Joe Q. Public. His last name's Public. He was born for this business. I have something to say and I'm not afraid to say it. Fat pigs like him who gorge themselves on excessive capitalism should be... Thank you very much. We wrap up our special report. With no new clues as to how the funds have been used, we can only hope that they went to humanitarian purposes. Next up, your daily glimpse of the stock market, where Tanaka's stocks have been skyrocketing, are on the verge of bizarre revelations just now. The report continues. All is quiet. Doesn't seem like the others have returned yet. They all must be enjoying the peaceful evening. Even though you just returned from school, you're feeling very tired. You should go sleep early tonight. No! Here. We will save in this slot here, the final one. Let's load data because we didn't hang out with one set of people. And let's just make sure we hear from them. Because I love them. Love them to bits. They are at the strip mall. And I skipped them because I wanted them to be last. I am going to go to the rooftop and see what happens here. Hello, Obi-chan. How have you been? You've grown so much since the last time I saw you. Come on, dear. There's no way he could have grown that much in such a short time. He must have What must have happened is that we shrink, right, Obi-chan? I love these two. Good point, good point. You got me there. Oh, by the way, Obi-chan, I've been thinking of giving this old place a remodeling. I'll make it even showier than the wing they're adding at Gekkokan High. Speaking of which, the schools decided to move the persimmon tree to another field. It'll be replanted on a hill where you can see the whole campus. Oh, so our son can still watch over the school and its students. I know that tree isn't really our son, but it still makes me happy. Oh my, once my dear wife heard, she couldn't stop crying. Come on, smile, bah. Don't yell, dear, your dentures will fall out. I love these two, I really do. Anywho, we'll support Gekkokan High students as best we can. You look very mature now, Obi, but you also look very tired. Go to sleep. You must have been working so hard. Come visit us anytime. That's all I wanted to hear. They were like the unofficial grandparents of the game. They were official, let's be honest. Let me see. Let's go to the rooftop just to see what would unfold, because I know we're supposed to meet there on graduation day. Maybe tomorrow is graduation day, not today. They're doing great. Okay, well, I guess we're done here. Right? Sure. Is there anyone else? We didn't see Junpei at all. So I wonder if there's any more exploring I need to do. We haven't seen Junpei, Yukari. I mean, I guess we saw them in the starting cutscene. And everyone who wasn't in that little starting cutscene we haven't seen. So we saw Aigis in that starting cutscene, Junpei, Yukari. We saw everybody else on the team though. So yeah, let's go ahead and load data. Now let's go ahead and load this one. It is quiet. Door's locked. What's in this room? Fancy. Okay. I wanted to see. There's one other place that I want to check. Here. The back door is locked. Okay. Well, in that case, I think we just go to our room. Oh, I wonder. Shinjiro's room. Seems to be an empty room, but the door is locked and won't open. Oh. Nameplate says Ken, doesn't seem to be anybody inside. Junpei doesn't seem to be in his room. Akihiko doesn't seem to be anybody inside. That's fine. You feel very tired, you should rest for today. The mirror? My regular face? Has there ever been a time where it doesn't reflect your regular face? That's something I'd like to know. Nothing on the TV. Desk is straightened. Alright. Let's do it. So is this the day? Are we gonna have just like actual regular days for a little bit? Hey, something's been bothering me. Who's in that empty seat? That was... You don't remember either, right? That was old Bobby Ryoji. Dude, it's driving me nuts. Fascinating. So do we have like a couple of days to do things here? I figured like one day would be enough to say our goodbyes. Yeah, because look, everybody's gone there. I assume Mitsuru's not just hanging down here again. I do wonder if we're able to go to the strip mall here. We'll make sure we talk to them on this run too. Don't make him do our work for us. Oh, they had more dialogue if you talk to them again? Oh, interesting. But he's practically our grandson. He's obligated to do favors for his ancestors. I love them so much. Dear. If we get Obi-chan's endorsement, I bet all the students will shop here. What do you think, dear? Yeah, see, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh, they had secondary dialogue. Oh, that makes me wonder if everybody had secondary dialogue, like you. Oh, the caddy's not here. Okay, no. It might have just been them. Because they're the greatest duo of all time. The Shrine, Koromaru, is he gone now? No, he's still here. Still whimpering. Who are you? Oh, you're Maiko's dad, actually. I do want to talk to you. You're Obi-kun, right? I'm Maiko's dad. If you have a minute, could we sit down and talk for a while? Oh, yeah, alright. I'm glad we actually went back here. Then, mind walking with me? I'll buy you a takoyaki. There's good takoyaki there. I bet you know that already. When I see this picture, I remember all the times I'd come here with Maiko. She came here when she ran away from home, too. She really loved the takoyaki. She was a good kid, huh? Was she? You're right. She's so good that I wonder if she's really my kid sometimes. I got a letter from Maiko. It's long and full of details about her new life over there. She said she's made a lot of friends. Let's see, she's in charge of the rabbit at her new school. She has to get up early to clean the cages. They yelled at her for forgetting her PE uniform. She forgot her homework and had to copy a friend's. Never knew she was that forgetful. Oh, and she did so well at her recorder test that she was asked to perform in front of everyone. Then she goes on to talk about how she plays at the park right by the school with her friends every day. Her mother's doing well too. They're having a lot of fun together. Having fun. Sounds nice. Nowadays I come home to an empty house. The room seems so big without it. Maybe she feels the same way about her house now that there's no dad in it. We put that kid through so much on account of our own problems, rather. I feel terrible about it. Anyway, as for you, oh yeah, I forgot about this part, you little punk. Seems Maiko really took a shine to you. She wrote all about you. I can't wait to grow up, Dad. That's why I'm drinking lots of milk. I'm gonna marry him someday. Look, I can explain. Look, I can explain. Look, I can explain. What's up with that, you punk? You were taking advantage of my little Maiko, weren't you? Maybe I haven't been the best dad, but I'm still her father, damn it. And I'm not letting a guy like you touch Maiko with a 10-foot pole. I'll never let you marry her, don't forget it. Okay, that's fine. Had no plans to. That was kind of funny. I'm glad we got that one too. Let me take a peek around. I think that's everybody who we hung out with. We got Keisuke. I wish we could check our social links, but we can't. Dorm, the shrine. We've been there. We got everybody who was at Port Island Station. We got everybody at the mall, now that we have Tanaka too. What do we want to do now? What can we do now? Are we just done? Do we go back to the dorm again? I think we do. We even got Toriumi. Yeah, I think we just go back to the dorm again. Goodness gracious. Maybe we'll slightly start remembering things day by day, I guess? Evening. You're still feeling tired. You can't keep your eyes open. You should rest. Tomorrow is the graduation day. Okay, so tomorrow is our big finale. Alright. Speak now or forever hold your peace. We'll save this in slot 1. That is our official game over slot. Let's go up here. I'm actually gonna check the calendar to see. I wonder if the calendar did any, like, changing. So today is... Tomorrow's the graduation day. Let's go back to here. Yeah, we still see Hidetoshi rank, the rank stuff. Finals. See, it's still on the calendar, though. End of the world, all in the calendar when I was Mitsuru. Hey, yo. Oh, look at that. The back-to-back, we got lucky. We got so lucky during this whole week. Whew. Time flies, man. Let's end it all off. March 5th. 3-5. Graduation day, your room. Knock, knock. Who goes there?
It's me, Aegis.
Hi, Aegis.
May I please come in?
Yes, please. Open the door.
Thank goodness. I'm so happy to see you again.
Nice.
I'm sorry to show up so suddenly.
Uh-huh.
But I really needed to talk to you.
What's on your mind?
I remember everything.
I know you do.
Everyone seems to have forgotten. But I remember...
Yeah.
That day, we...
You're right.
I'm sorry. It's just that when I remembered, I was afraid you might go somewhere far away, like you did at the last battle.
Oh no. Do we like officially, do we remember? That won't happen.
Graduation's today, isn't it?
So we go to the rooftop.
I'm sorry. The ceremony's already begun. Such nice weather outside. Do you remember? The promise we all made?
Rooftop.
Why don't we go there and wait for the others? We can enjoy the view of this peaceful city.
Let's do it. It's the end of the game. I don't like that they're playing this music during it.
The time to part has finally come. Though this is our last day together, we want the senior class to know that you've truly earned our respect. We wish each of you good health, happiness, and prosperity. On this auspicious occasion,
Auspicious?
I bid you all a fond farewell
A toodaloo.
on behalf of the student body.
Yeah! Woo woo woo! Mitsuru! Akihiko! Mitsuru! Akihiko! And rest in peace, Drew!
Next, a word from the valedictorian. From Class D, Mitsuru Kurijo.
Mitsuru!
Thank you.
Knock it out of the park, girl.
This last year, I accepted an important responsibility as student council president. When I first addressed you from this podium, I spoke to you all about seizing opportunity while you had the chance.
Yep.
Well, it must have been fate that intervened and gave me an important reminder of this. As many of you may know, my father unexpectedly passed away due to sudden illness.
Sudden illness, yep.
Sudden illness?
Mitsuru's remembering.
Wow, that's rare. I've never heard her stumble in a speech before.
Well, she's talking about her father. Oh, it's all coming back to her.
Yes. With my father's death, I lost my purpose in life.
Hang on. Wasn't I supposed to?
I think everyone's remembering now. At the same time.
Akihiko-senpai. What's up?
But now, I have something to live for.
Hey.
No longer will I run from the future. I will face it head-on, carrying out my father's will. I am resolved, and without reservation.
They remember.
Promise.
They remember. Thank goodness, I was hoping.
I owe it all to my invaluable friends. And we have promised to never lose hope, no matter what tomorrow may bring.
Catch her, please! Okay, she landed on her feet.
Promise. Let's find him. And I guess too.
Yes, I can hardly wait. Everyone, let's go!
What about Ken and Koromaru? Find them too. I hope Koromaru remembered. It ain't a celebration party without him. Meanwhile, on the roof, the warm sunlight and gentle wind feels good on your resting body. Ike's is sitting close to where you're lying.
The wind feels so nice.
Sure does.
This is my first time experiencing spring.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But this season will eventually pass.
As do they all.
After fighting alongside you and facing the world's end, I finally began to understand what it means to live. Thinking for yourself, not running away, accepting the inevitable. All things eventually come to an end. Every living thing will one day disappear. Only by accepting this can one discover what they truly want, what the meaning of their life will be. I understand now why I was so tormented by my lack of strength. Protecting others became more than just an order I had to obey. I wanted to do it for my own reasons. I realized this once I decided to try and prevent the fall.
Yep.
When I thought I might never see you again, something else became clear to me. What I wanted most. And so, I made up my mind.
Tell him, Igus.
I decided that I would continue to protect you. I want to be your strength. I know I'm not the only one who can do this, but that's okay.
There we go.
My life will be worth living if it's for this reason. Thank you.
Oh, when she cried, I was like, oh, she can't do that? Wait a minute. It'll be okay.
You're right. What am I doing? I understand now. So I should be happy.
Hey!
Junpei! Hear the voices!
Everyone!
Do they all remember?
I realize now that I have friends as well.
Perfect.
You don't have to save the world to find meaning in life.
You don't.
Sometimes, all you need is something simple, like someone to take care of. I'll keep on living no matter what, so that I can protect you.
Ice is smiling gently. The gentle spring sunlight warms your body. The cheering you hear from afar, the slightly chill wind. This is the world you and your friends protected. You feel a little sleepy.
Thank you for everything.
Anytime, I guess.
You're tired, aren't you?
Apparently he's been tired for like the last 2 months, I guess. You hear footsteps and several familiar voices drawing near.
The others will be here soon.
Even Koromaru, I hope. The bright sunlight and Aigis' voice softly overlap. You're getting sleepier. Your eyelids are feeling heavy. No, I don't want to close my eyes. Wait. When I close my eyes and the light is bright. Oh, he died. Rest in peace to Obi. The butterfly. In credits?
Don't worry. I will always be by your side, protecting you.
And that's it. Persona 3. Whew! We'll put that right there real quick. What a ride. I don't know if I expected to... I guess I did expect to finish this thing today, but look at all of this. Who would have thunk it? How do I feel about this game? We played the Persona games in I don't know if a really weird order, because I feel like there's probably people who played in the exact same order than I did. But maybe so. Maybe the exact same order. I think for people who never had PlayStations, they might have played it 4, then 3, then 5. Because I feel like that's how they came out kind of on Steam. But I still feel like they probably would have played 4, 5, 3. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I really did. I think this game, of all of the 3 Persona games that we've played so far, does a very good job with its motifs. It does a very good job telling the story it wants to tell. Because there were different motifs in all the Persona games. 5, was really more of a, what's the real distinction between right and wrong? Are we doing the right thing? But 5 seemed a little bit more lax and just fun about it. This one, and I think someone said in the comments, I think just last time or maybe 2 times ago, that this game does a fantastic job of putting you in the hot seat immediately. It takes your sense of normalcy and it completely just detaches it from day one. The second you get off of the train, you're in the dark hour. That's what happens. That's what unfolds. So this game, I think, does a very good job of building towards that. The other games, it seems like it takes a little bit, not like too long to get started, because when you think about it, I think on our first day in class, in Persona 5, we ended up in a palace. Oh, there they are, the homies. In Persona 4, I think we had somebody die immediately. Not like one of the party members, but like, was it someone from the class that died, or was it just, I don't know. In terms of like, now I can kind of sit down and just actually talk about all three of the Persona games because I've played these three now. Outside of 1 and 2. I feel like the stakes were always felt higher in 4 and 3 than they did 5. I think 5 might have been the best experience-wise, because I think it did a lot of things gameplay, just balancing-wise, and just, maybe even just, like, stories within, like, certain palaces-wise, because this was just Tartarus. A lot of this game was grinding a big old Tartarus. So it's not usually a bunch of engaging gameplay, and I think that they handle that better in 5. That being said, the story in this game, very good. From start to finish, you felt what they were trying to tell, and I don't think they ever lost sight of it. It was very, from A to B, this is the story we're telling, and they had appropriate build towards it all. And you could kind of see, you could see they foreshadowed a lot of it. It had its fair share of twists and turns, which was great. Our homie, whose name I already forget, who basically turned on us and tried to crucify us. Mitsuru's dad getting bopped. Even earlier than that, or even later than that, us defeating these shadows, becoming what was actually bringing forth death. Bobby, it made sense. It made a lot of sense. And it's like, this game did a very good job of giving you all the pieces to the puzzle, and you could figure it all out, and it was just it was laid out perfectly. Was that the end of the credits? I expected it to go on for a little bit longer than that. Goodness gracious. Did I have more to say? I think I did have more to say. Oh man, weird. This is the end of a Saturday season. This is what I wanted to see. They showed up. He's here. Look. Look, you guys. And that's the fin on Aigis' face. There's my friends. Here's our sleepy boy. Even Koromaru and Kin were there. I don't know when they showed up, but they must have remembered it about the same time. The promise! And Koromaru was like, I don't want to leave this spot. And he was like, oh, I gotta go. Absolutely saved this bad boy. Ugh. What a game. What a game. And I assume this will now take us back to the main menu. Sure enough, does. Is there anything more I want to say about this? Because this is a longer episode. I don't know if we'll start anything next week. We might just have a Saturday off. Maybe. But I know what I kind of want to get into next. So we'll see. We'll see. Next week we might start, y'all know. And if you don't know, maybe I'll keep it as a surprise. But there's a couple games that I'd like to maybe make like a Saturday series, but then there's also games that I'm like, maybe that's more of a stream series, but who knows when I have the time to stream. So I want to make like stream series, just things that aren't necessarily hardcore story driven. I'm sorry, I'm just paying attention to this. And you know what? Let's cut through this real quick. There we go. Things that aren't super duper story driven that you'll have to like wait weeks in between the next installation. But I never noticed that the brown in her hair gets cut off by the actual moon, or I guess the background there. I think it's a neat effect. But regardless, this has been Obi's journey. This is the end. We've made it. There's our Obi. I think it works a lot better for Obi because his hair is all blue. It's a much cleaner cut. But that's our time. Another Persona down. It's down. We did it. Will I ever do the female character run? I don't know. That's one of those things where I know for certain that if I ever do it, it will most definitely be a stream. It'll be a stream thing where I'm kind of just running through it and I'm like, oh, we got a little bit of time to hang out and chill and vibe. But I do have some other things to take care of. This is a week that I go out of town, so I can't talk forever about this game. At some point, we might just pop open a Persona. We'll talk about just some Persona at like a stream time. But I enjoyed it. I really did. 85 hours, 15 minutes. There's just a lot to geek out about this game, I will wholly and sincerely admit. And I can't geek out about, like, all the characters, because I know that there's probably more character stuff that you'll get with, like, Junpei lines and Akihiko lines, and even kin lines when it comes to social links via the female route. And that's what I want to know. That's what I want to see, you know? So that's like the only thing that's like, oh, well, maybe I do want to play this this female character route. But once again, it wouldn't be a Saturday series. We gotta move on. We gotta move on. And it'll be the first time we move on and not have Persona on a Saturday for the first time in a little while. Which is crazy. It's kind of crazy. I mean, we've had, like, not Persona before. Like between Persona 4 Golden and Persona 5, I think we played Neo the World Ends With You on Saturdays. And we probably played something else on Saturdays before too, but in between those, I mean, like, we did 5 Royal, we did Strikers right after that, and then we did Persona 3 right after that, so it's like, we've had many weeks of Persona content. So it's gonna be weird to not have Persona content on a Saturday, but we gotta keep trucking. We gotta play something new. We gotta experience another series, and that's what I kind of like to do with this channel. I'm glad I got to experience all of the Persona series so far. Well, not really so far. There's other, like, little games we could play here and there, like the dancing game, which, who knows, that might come up one of these times. There's the arena games. There's just a bunch of other, like, side Persona stuff that might venture just like a 1 or 2 episode kind of pop up on the channel, but bar none. Incredible story for Persona 3. Still hate what happened with me and the Reaper, but it didn't really impact the ending because I was like, oh my gosh, all this is... It feels like we might have cheated the final boss a little bit. Because I started to realize, oh, this level right here, this is the final boss. When it switched to the last Arcana, I was like, oh, this is gonna be snasty. I'm just gonna have to... And at that point, I was like, we have all these items. It felt like how we cheesed the final boss in Persona 4 Golden. Oh, man. Oh, you love to see it. Regardless. I love Persona 3. Let me know all the things you want to say about Persona 3 in the comments below. I'll still be reading those comments. And I'll probably reply to all of those comments since this is likely the last episode of Persona 3 Portable. At some point, I think I'd really love to go through and try and do those Margaret challenges. Try to do... I guess that's all there is. The Margaret challenges, I guess, beat the Reaper and get that cloth. I do wonder what happens if you finish all of Lizzie's things. Answer me all those questions, because at this point, none of it's spoilers because I finished the game. Let me know. Put it all in there. But until next week for perhaps something new, we've beaten Persona 3 Portable. And what a ride it was. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Legitimately, thanks for the comments, because once again in these games, sometimes there's things you just don't know that are happening, like the Junpei and Chidori thing. Would have never known. I probably still would have said, Junpei, go for it, my guy. But still, that has not like a big impact, but like it's still like a little scene, and it's like, oh, well, good, she lived, good on her. And I like the implication that her powers were what saved her, rather than they were slowly what were killing her as well, because of the Kirijo group. There's a lot of like details, there's a lot of small details in this game, because like even at the end we're like, the Kirijo group did this to hundreds of children, and we were the only 3 survivors. There's like, this game did a very good job of staying, keeping everyone in it interconnected within its universe, and that's one thing that I think that this game excels in. Staying with its motifs and keeping things connected. Because sometimes you might just have like, well, we gotta introduce this character and we gotta have this go here and here, so this will just be like a little off branch that we just need to put in here to carry on the story. This game, it didn't feel like there was ever a moment where we had this branch in here to carry on the story, and it didn't introduce something that would be very, very important later on. That's something else that I think this game does really good. Regardless, we're gonna cut it off, because I could talk, once again, I could talk for like 30, 40 minutes about this game that we played for like 20-something weeks. Because it was a ride, and I enjoyed it tremendously. Once again, thank you for the comments, because they helped me tremendously. And until then, toodaloo. Until next time, until I guess next Saturday, or the Saturday after that, because I don't know. It might take one Saturday off to just kind of get things ready for the next series, but who knows? Well, I don't know. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thank you so much for watching.